I kind of want to go into something before we start talking about
Yeah,
lame
do
ass
whatever
video
we gotta
games.
do.
No, we're live anyway. So
Yeah.
Are we?
yeah, we're live.
What's up, people? Episode
We are.
24. Can you believe this? Back-to-back episodes? Never in your life would you ever would have thought that. But hey, we're here. We are here. So
What's going on? Hi, chat. What's up?
oh she's here too. Boom. we
Hey,
go.
there she is. I just DM'd her right now.
What's up?
Luca, what's good?
You could have took your time, no rush. No
Nah,
rush.
what are you talking about? You were up in my DMs like, nah, you're lying. You're lying about the stuff that you gotta do tonight. Show up. I'm like, bruh. Like, come on, cut the shit out.
Yeah, I was busting
Take your
balls.
time. That's not what you were saying earlier, Blaze. With all that shit talk.
Oh
Be
man,
real.
don't expose me. Come on.
What were you saying?
Listen, this girl, no, don't like that's a joke. We're joking.
Yeah, I'm just playing Luke.
Were we?
Fucking shit.
Oh, man.
Med said, I'm up, man. Send the link. Dear God.
Okay.
All right, buddy.
So what's up, chat? What's up, Nev? What's up, my Canadian Luke, Max B? Look, I got some shit going on internally at my house, so I might have to like dip in and out. Nothing I can do about it.
Wrong answer. You're the host.
Yeah.
That's not what the host does.
Man, it's okay.
Exactly.
Med's just here. He's the co-host, baby.
That's cool.
What's up, chat?
You gonna run your show, buddy?
Yeah. I gotta send Mr. Iffy. All right.
Mr.
So
Iffy.
slow week. Not a bad week in terms of news. I know we wanted to address a couple things. Rev wants to address a couple things. But before we do that, I want to get into the special guests. Of course, I got my girl, Erica. This has been my homegirl for a while. She's a soul's god, one of them.
Nah, I don't know about all that.
I'm a soul's god, but okay.
Happy that you're here, for real. I really am. Finally it's done. Go ahead and plug your shit, man.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I know I've been on SolidCast, but that was back before you guys were like on camera, and it was just, I want to say over a year ago, maybe 2 years ago. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's been that long?
And I think it's been a while.
Doesn't
And
seem like that.
I love your guys' show. I love it. So I'm happy to be here. Yeah, I'm Erica. Erica's for the win. If you don't know, my name's on the thing. You can find me anywhere by that name. I'm just ready to talk to you guys and hang out. I'm ready.
Important question. You got them sandals on though?
Come on.
I told my Discord earlier, I'm like, what's the over under before feet or anything feet related is mentioned? You can't even go 5 minutes, bit. Come on.
I got it. I got it.
Man.
Nah, it's good.
And we got the other soul's god, Luca. It's another. Sometimes I just be chatting for 2 hours with this girl, then we start gaming. Awesome. Both of these girls here are just great people, man. Like, honestly, for advice to game, like they play the games that the grown men run away from. You know what I mean? They play the boogeyman games. You know what I mean? The ones that don't even want to dip their feet in. So, Luca, I know you got the Scumcast. So go ahead and plug your stuff.
What's up, guys? Luca here. Yeah, thanks for having me. I appreciate it. Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at @TheActionLuca, or I have my channel up. Well, yeah, is it bad?
No.
Say something.
Hello.
Yeah, it sounds like
It's
a little rickety. Yeah.
It's
like
body.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, let me check my stuff then.
Yeah. Of course, every time you want to, technology always fails you. Or I just blame it on the PC. You know what I mean? She's gonna reboot, I'm guessing.
Yeah, she probably got to rejoin.
Big Cloud, man. You getting sent microphones and shit from companies now? What's up?
Hey man, you know how it is. We out here.
You know I hit them up. Big Cloud. Every time I see
I
you
know,
hit 'em
I
up,
know, I know.
I hit him
saw
up.
that.
Yo,
You
if Big Cloud can get a plug, I can get a plug. You know, that's how I look at it.
This guy literally
What's that?
fouled them and everything. I'm sitting going, I see what you doing, you son of a
Oh,
man.
yeah, come on, man.
He did it with the quickness too. As soon as he saw the box, like, yo, that's fucking dope. He sent you a microphone and the damn shit.
I don't want the microphone. I want the dot. I want the
You want
amp.
this?
Yeah.
What company is this?
It's a brand new company, dude. But they make
Oh wow.
their products are really
I haven't
good.
even
I've
plugged
looked
it
up
in yet, Erica. But I heard somebody get the name like
It's like a
plug it in.
mixer and sound sample machine type
It's got
thing.
like
Yeah.
the applause and stuff like that, sound effects. You can
So you
put on
telling
it.
me Blaze got jealous and he ran to them with his hand out saying, "Where's
Pretty
mine?"
much.
Is
Like,
that
where's
what
No, I
you're
didn't
telling
get
me?
jealous. No,
Really?
But no,
I congratulated him. I said that's awesome, but hey, you know what I
that's
mean?
how
I'm
we
not
do,
like
though.
you, Rev. Rev, do you know what I would do if I were you? If I was Solid Rev, I would
God
have every
knows.
PlayStation game at my feet delivered before release.
PlayStation? I don't know about PlayStation.
I don't know about PlayStation, but
They're
maybe
hard to
Xbox.
get, aren't
He'll get the
Okay, it don't matter. Any third party game, absolutely, and shit like that. Rev, and the thing is, like, these people get these connections. Like, oh yeah, I got the game early, but nobody like extends the olive branch. Like, yeah, man, if you want to get these type of games, contact this guy for
Yeah.
Ubisoft. Nobody wants to put anybody on because they want to be, you know, they want to keep that shit to themselves. Like, oh,
They want to be
like, dude,
special.
damn, bro.
We're getting ready to open that door down the road, so I'm not worried
Meds
about
is
it.
here. What's up, Meds?
But nah, real talk. Good to be here. Shout out to the chat. Of course, Erica. Always a pleasure to talk to Erica, even though I troll on the daily. That's my homie right there, though. I'm happy to see her. I'm happy for you. I'm like over the moon for you. I really am.
Thank
Seeing
you.
you happy and everything.
What's the deal with Luca? Did we lose Luca for good?
I'm sure she's
She'll be
coming
coming
back.
She's probably jumping on the PC. She probably was on her phone or something.
Maybe
But,
resetting router, maybe.
Yeah. But no, like I said, always happy to see Erica on the chat talk. So it's always fun. You know, she claims I'm a saboteur, and I'm not. I'm not a saboteur. I don't like that sometimes. But no, that's cool. Rev, you already know. Good to see you. And Medina, the greaser. You know, he got his hair slicked.
You got a hat today.
What's up, dog? What's up?
I actually do have my hair slicked back.
I say, where's the man bun? You gonna put a hat on?
Nah, no man bun today. What's up, everybody? I just woke up from a nap. It's been a really, really long day. Got me some Monster Energy, though. I'm ready to go. What's up?
Need that Red Bull. Get your wings.
Meds. Are you good, bro? Because you're texting me, I'm iffy, I'm this, I got a stomach ache.
I didn't say I had a stomach ache. Blaze made that up. I had a lot of things to do today, and I woke up really early to do a lot of them. It was like an all-day job, and I was just really tired. I said, I took a nap. I just woke up, so.
Why do you sound like you're in a tunnel or something?
Oh, hold on. Oh,
Is it a fan?
Oh,
it's a fan.
I thought I turned the AC off. That's my fault. I'm sorry, everybody. Professional podcasters here.
It's all good.
No, that's not what we are. We're not gonna try to change shit. Anyway, Luca, you back? Everything good? You want to test your audio?
Yeah, mic check.
Good job.
Better.
Way better.
All right, yeah, I don't know what happened there. Thanks for having me, though. Thanks.
Yeah, but look I know, because she feels like, you know, everything got messed up. But look, Scumcast is a great, like, she covers just off the wall topics sometimes too. It's a good show. She got a good panel, solid panel. They got a lot of chemistry. Definitely check that out, Scumcast. I'll leave the links to everybody after. I should have did that already, but you know how I roll. So yeah. Rev, before we get into these interesting topics, do you want to address a couple things, buddy?
The gaming topics. Yeah. I want to dive into something from last week's Trash Cast.
Oh,
You know, Meds.
Trash cast.
Yeah.
That's the original name.
I'm sorry,
So
Rev.
okay, look,
Is
I know that this, and you know, Luca, I'd be interested to hear what she thinks of this. Erica, you too. Big Cloud, I could care less. All right, so basically,
Try to say the fighting word. What's up, man?
I know the Will Smith thing is like overdone, like, and that's
Right.
if the shit is even real. Like, I'm sure you've heard a few of the conspiracy theories talking about like the Joe Biden things were getting exposed, or Joe Biden's son was coming out in the news, and then they had the Will Smith slap, and then boom, all that stuff disappeared. You know, I've been hearing stuff like that. So this is all based on it being real, okay? Because I've been seeing on social media that people are like legitimately wanting Will Smith. It's basically like they want Will Smith canceled over this slap. Okay, and I watched Meds' take on it on the cast, He's like, oh, he's a beta, he's a cuck, he's this, that, over words. I've been seeing a lot of cats say you can't slap someone over words. And I got a real problem with this. I really do. Now, am I saying that Will Smith was in the right for the slap? That's not what I'm saying. I understand it. Okay, I think everybody can understand, especially coming from a lot of the controversy we've heard surrounding him and Jada. And I know a lot of people are probably sick of hearing this, but I got to get this off my chest. So one guy left a comment on the video I made, and he's like actually a longtime subscriber, but he left this comment, and like I read it, and I was like, man, he can't think this. So this is what it says. Rude or not, we have the right to freedom of speech. You can say whatever the F you want to anyone. If they want to fight you because of it, that's their own personal problem in regards to self-control. You do not have the right to just assault someone for something they said. What they say does not matter at all. Rights are rights. I feel like that's some bullshit. Listen, freedom of speech is different than disrespecting somebody. Okay, you can believe what you want to believe. You can voice your beliefs and this and that. That has nothing to do with blatantly disrespecting somebody or disrespecting somebody's loved one. You know what I mean? So Med said, Blaze hit him with the question, so if a dude insulted you or your girl was sweating your girl, would you say something? He's like, nah, I just laugh it off. I feel like you're full of shit, Med. So let's say an ex-boyfriend walked up and started telling her what a slut she was with you right there. You telling me you're not justified to hit this cat? You're telling me you're just going to sit there and laugh it off? What do you think she's going to think of you? You know what I mean? As a man, we cannot sit back and allow certain things to slide. Just because I'm like 6'6", 240, a big guy, I don't walk around and disrespect people.
Right.
Like, there's lines that you don't cross. You know what I'm saying? And if you cross that line and you get your ass slapped, I feel in a lot of cases it's justified. I'm not saying Will Smith is justified. He definitely overreacted. Yes, Chris Rock is a comedian and this and that. But to say you can't ever hit somebody over words, I think is insane.
I mean, that's a lot of. I mean, you made a lot of good points. My rebuttal to that would be that I actually do agree with the guy in your comment section. Freedom of speech does not equal freedom of consequences, though. I do have the right to say whatever I want, but that doesn't mean that you just have to stand there and take it. If you want to do something about it, you're welcome to do so, but that doesn't mean that it's right to do it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? And when it comes to what you're saying about whether or not I would do it, I mean, you're right. Maybe I would. But my entire point was that Will made an ass of himself, that he embarrassed himself. It was the wrong thing to do. Now, I've made an ass of myself a million times, so I might do the same exact thing and make an ass of myself. But it doesn't make what you understand what I'm trying to say? It doesn't make it right. It doesn't mean that you didn't embarrass yourself.
I understand what you're saying,
it's not a stupid situation.
But you were talking like he's a beta, he's a cuck, he's this, he's that.
I stand by that.
You just admitted that you've made an ass of yourself several times.
Oh, of course.
We all sit back and we judge these people. It's like you don't know what another man's going through. All the shit that we've been hearing about Jada and that dude that she effed on. How do you think that has mind fucked him? You don't think he doesn't see all the shit people are talking?
But that's exactly why. That's exactly why I don't understand why you're standing up for this woman This woman is destroying Will Smith. She's destroying Will Smith.
He's in love. You've been around dudes that are in love. You can't tell him nothing.
I get it. But he's clearly in one of those relationships where he loves her like crazy, and she's semi-indifferent. Like, she looks like she doesn't even give a fuck. In fact, I think she kind of like distanced herself from what happened too. I think she came out with a statement. Honestly, I should fact check myself because I've seen a lot of screenshots and stuff like that. I didn't actually see the statement.
There's no source for that.
Okay, so I take it back. Never mind. Yeah, you see, before I made it ask myself. There you go. I don't know though, but I just wouldn't. I guess you're right. But it's Jada Pinkett Smith though, who's like, she's a succubus.
She is a succubus, but that's still his wife. That's still his wife.
Yeah, it's still his wife at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah.
And people are saying this sets a precedence. Oh, now people are just going to get up and slap I feel like that's just completely and totally asinine. You're not Will Smith. And that's where a lot of people are hating. They're like, oh, that's right. He's not free from consequence. These are colleagues. These are coworkers. This is if a cop goes up and slaps another cop. Do you feel like, oh, now I can slap a cop? No, I've slapped coworkers. I'm not even bullshitting.
Really?
Dude, I had a guy talk shit to me about my son. Okay, I remember what the instance was over. I knew him, but we weren't really close. So he started ragging on me because he came in halfway through a conversation I was having about my son cutting the lawn. He was like 10 years old. And he's like, you don't have your son cut the lawn? I was like, nah, I feel like he's too young. And he's like, well, how old are you waiting for him to be? And I'm looking at him like, why is this cat even talking to me? You know what I mean?
Right.
I said, I feel like 10's too young. He's like, well, why don't you send him to my house? I'll make a man out of him. I said, dude,
Wow.
like, check yourself, man. Like, ain't no one even talking to you about this. And he started laughing. He's like, no, for real, though. I'll give you my number, and then you send your son to my house. I'll show him how to cut a damn lawn. You know what I mean? I'm not going to baby your kid like you. Something like that. So I said, listen, walk your ass up out of here before I slap you in your mouth. And then everybody saw what time it was. They saw how it was getting. And he laughed it off. He said something slick. So I got up, I grabbed him by his collar, and I dragged him into the back room. And I got up in his face, and I warned him. Now, he changed his tune real freaking fast. But, dude, had he said something else, I would have busted him in his mouth. You know what I mean? And is that the right thing to do? No. But am I a beta for doing it? I feel like I'm a beta if I sit back and just let this sucker say whatever he wants to say about my son.
Yeah.
Or question my abilities as a father. Do the words hurt me? I feel like they do. Words don't hurt anybody. People kill themselves over words. What are people talking about? Yeah. People literally kill themselves over verbal abuse.
I mean, others too. Yeah. And others too. He's right. Like, the way I feel about it is that I personally don't think he should have done it. He should not have gotten up in front of all those people and hit him in front of all those people. He should have waited until they were done and pulled him aside to talk to him about it. Like they seemingly did after the fact. I just think because of how everyone is reacting, it just wasn't the right move for him. And at the same time, it's just like the whole keep my wife's name out of your mouth and all that extra shit he was doing. And then he was crying afterwards, you know? And I'm just like, man, like, I felt like it was a irrational response. And he was definitely acting off of emotion. And it led him to do something just really dumb. And honestly, I mean, it's just a slap. I really don't think it was that big of a deal. Chris Rock is going to be perfectly fine. People went out to buy his tickets for solidarity or whatever.
He sold out.
He's fine. Like, he's perfectly fine. And people were coming through with all these like super extra scenarios. And what if he fell and broke his head open? And I'm just but he didn't. He didn't.
From a slap.
Yeah, from a slap. It's like, Luca, people actually bro, I don't care. Like, I really just do not care. It is not that big of a deal. Let those rich men deal with their own business. It's whatever. And at the end of the day, you know, it's his wife. Like, I mean, you could say whatever you want about Jada, and I will agree with you because that woman is a succubus. She's a demon. I'm with you 100%. But it's still his wife, and I can understand why he did it.
Hey, Rev, I saw your comment, I think, where you mentioned he got canceled because of the whole Bad Boys thing and a few other shows like he was a part of. Got delayed or something like that. But also, did you know that his agents, which is behind him getting these parts, is talking about dropping them as well? Like, how you feel?
And this is what I'm saying. I feel like this is ridiculous. And they're saying that Chris Rock, how do you know that he's emotionally fine? It's like nobody's thinking Chris Rock is a pussy for this. What could he have done? Will Smith slapped and turned around and walked off. Nobody's thinking Chris Rock is a puss. In fact, he's getting way more compliments than criticism. He handled it perfectly. If anything, this just boosted Chris Rock. That's all it did. But to just throw Will Smith down the drain for this, I feel like it's bullshit, dude. That's always bullshit. We're so quick to throw mother effers away over just
we really are.
Something that everybody can do. Yeah. We can all have a bad day and overreact. You don't chuck people for that.
Right.
Man, the internet's so goddamn judgmental, man. I'm so sick and tired of it. I really am.
I just don't know how they pick and choose who they're going to cancel or not, you know? Like, all that information came out about Amber Heard where she literally admitting to be an abuser, and people, they're still casting her and stuff. She's fine. They didn't do anything with Ezra Miller losing their shit and doing all this extra stuff, acting out on set, which is what the rumors are saying, choking that woman out and wherever they were at. Like, nothing was done about him, and he burst into someone's room in Hawaii and threatened to do some things, and it's just like, okay, so where's the jury for this guy, you know? Like, over a slap, it is not that big of a deal. And like Holly Weird acting like it's some kind of Amy Schumer's dumbass, like, I'm so traumatized. I'm like,
what's up with her with the I'm so traumatized?
Oh my god, Honestly, Luca, I think it's a matter of identity politics.
A
Luca.
professional victim, man. That's what these
Absolutely.
people are.
It's so weird.
When she came through, she was all like, "Yeah, I was gonna make a joke about what's his name? That dude who shot someone on the Rust set."
I know what you're talking about. I can't think
Alec
of the name
Baldwin?
right now. Yeah.
Is Alec Baldwin?
Yeah. Over here, she's like, I wanted to make a joke about real life people actually dying, and this happened recently. But like, no, they wouldn't let me tell the joke. But so we could just go up and slap you. I'm like, bitch, I would slap you right fucking now. I would slap you right now for that bullshit. So it's just ridiculous. Over Jim Carrey over here, like he shouldn't have done that. Bruh, you shouldn't have put your nasty, crusty lips on Alicia Silverstone when she was 19. Cut that shit out.
I actually retweeted that. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about, man. Hypocrite.
This is why cancel culture is so stupid, because everybody has skeletons, yo. Everybody.
Everybody.
You can't shit on these people for imperfections that you also have, and we all have them, you know.
It's just ridiculous.
The great thing. I'm sorry, Erica.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was gonna say the great thing about cancel culture is that honestly, I don't really think it's real. I feel like people get canceled and then they hide for 6 months, they come back and everything's cool. Like I really don't even think it's that long lasting. Like it definitely sucks in the beginning. It's like an avalanche of hatred, and I bet their DMs and everything looks insane, but it'll be all right.
They just lay low for a bit. But no, I was just going to say that's the reason the Oscars are getting so much flack right now, is because they're looking like hypocrites. They bring in these abusers, like you guys are saying, and they bring in people who have skeletons of their own. And it's like he slaps a dude and he's out.
He's public enemy number one.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
so I'm with you guys on that. Like, I don't think he should be completely like canceled.
I mean, the guy was
no
begging to get it. Like he felt like he deserved an Oscar, for years and years and years. And then when he, the night he actually receives what he's been wanting, all this bad. And dude, let's not forget a slap. When you if somebody's gonna do any harm to me, you better punch me, because if you slap me, there's just something about being slapped, dude. It doesn't sit well. Like, so
it's
like you guys said, yeah, dude. Chris Rock, like, oh shit, Will Smith just slapped the shit out. Like he handled himself like it was part of a script. He did such a great job. So
I thought the whole thing was a work, the way it looked like when we first saw it.
I thought it was fake at first.
Yeah,
I was thinking
because the way the angle,
he didn't see it coming. Like he leaned his face forward.
Yeah,
dude,
like, who does that? Why else would he be watching?
He probably thought he was gonna come and tell him something in his ear or some dumb shit.
Yeah,
right. He didn't expect that. And the way he reacted, and he was off his game. I mean, he was back on it, but once he reacted that way, and then you had Will Smith cussing and yelling at him from the seat, that's when it felt more real.
Like, like I said, he had tears in his eyes. Like his eyes were watering up. I was like, ugh. Okay.
He was distraught. He was wrecked.
And did you see the footage from the other angle? Jada was laughing.
She was laughing.
Yeah.
Laughing. She's like, I didn't. She's basically said like, I overreacted.
She was happy. I feel like she was the puppeteer there.
I told you.
Like I said, I think she's some kind of fucking demon. Like, I think their open relationship was her idea. I think he wasn't actually into it. When they were doing the red table, and she was all like, I just wanted to feel good, so I fucked this 25-year-old that I was mentoring that had mental health issues, and instead of like actually mentoring him properly, I fucked him. I'm like, what? One of your son's friends? Yeah.
Luca, by the way, that in itself is crazy demonic. Outside of the fact that she's fucking other guys, like, that's crazy manipulative.
I just want to feel good about myself. I want to feel loved. I'm like, bruh, like, really? Like, in front of your husband? And the fact that he just said, man, I don't know.
Will Smith was there for this?
Yeah, he was.
They were talking to each other.
Yeah, up about the relationship.
What did he say when she said that?
She called it an entanglement, and he's like, an entanglement.
Yeah, it's like
kind
he's
of
taking
going
his
with
mind to another
it.
part. Yeah.
See, what is this? What does
crazy.
this tell you? This man, that's his woman. It don't matter what she does.
That is not his woman.
That's not his woman.
She belongs to the streets.
That is his woman.
He loves her. She don't love him, bro. That's what it is.
He's head over heels. It's almost like I want to say it's an infatuation. And I feel like as a man, I feel like we've all been there at some point.
But to this degree,
we've had that one.
To this degree of disrespect, Rev, I just don't know, man.
That's tough. That's tough.
It's bad. It's really, really bad.
I mean,
and it's Will Smith. Like, you can go and get whatever you want.
It does matter, Erica. It does matter.
That's what I said.
Crazy shit for the mother of their kids.
If the kids, maybe, if it wasn't for the kids, who knows? But that probably adds to it.
I say, you saw what his daughter did, didn't you, Rev? When she wrote like a letter to Tupac.
No, I didn't.
You didn't see that?
I don't even want to get into any of that.
Bro,
I'm
it's-
already getting irritated listening to this shit. No, I'm just talking about that. But see, that even shows you. So he's got some severe emotional baggage, and he just overreacted. You know what I mean? Like when you saw the slap, when you guys saw the slap, did you get offended? I laughed.
I thought it was a work, but
I just couldn't believe it. I was shocked.
Yeah. It was more like, what? Wow,
Yeah.
you know.
Here's the thing, though, Ref. I don't know if it's the slap that people are really pissed off about, or was it the speech he did afterwards? Because remember, I apologized to committee, but he didn't apologize to Chris. See what I'm saying? Like, he apologized to
No, he did apologize to Chris later on. He did apologize to Chris later on.
No, during his acceptance speech.
Oh, no,
he
that,
apologized
at that point,
afterwards.
no,
I mean, he was feeling good about himself, man. Like, he was even afterwards, he was dancing to his own song with his Oscar or whatever.
And stuff.
Like, honestly speaking, the entire situation's just super fucking weird. It's not that big. Like, it's a slap. It's not that big of a deal, in my opinion. I don't understand why people are so, like, offended by what happened. It's like they've never seen any case of violence in their life before, which I guess is a good thing. But a slap, like, I could understand if someone was in my comment section, like, and if he put out a gun and shot him, I was like, what?
At the Oscars, he got in with a gun at Oscars.
Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? That's a completely different
situation. His career's
situation.
over, though. He's also willing
His career's not
his career is not
He'll
over.
be
He'll be
back.
fine.
He'll take a 6-month sabbatical. He'll be okay.
Am I mistaken, guys, or did Will Smith laugh? Did he laugh?
He was smirking when he looked at her.
And then he looked over and he's like, "Oh, she doesn't think it's funny."
Yeah, she gave him that look, like, you better get up there or whatever.
You better do something.
Just, I don't know. Like I said,
then she proceeded to give a fake apology after laughing at the shit. Both of them.
But I am with you, Rev. I don't necessarily think that he's a cuck for going up there and hitting him or anything like that. I just think that he shouldn't have done it in that situation with all of those people. Like, there's a way to handle these things.
It's like a time and a place kind of thing.
And that's why it's shocking. You know? It's not like we haven't seen violence.
Yeah.
It's just that setting is what makes it shocking, you know?
Yeah.
What about the whole thing? Oh, well, the kids. Like, at some point.
What about the kids?
Because he stays with him. I hate that shit. Oh, he's dude.
Well, they're like adults. I don't know.
Yeah, they're adults.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
If they were much
his
younger.
son washed his hands of them.
I don't think it's really that they stay together for the kids. I think it's just a matter of when a man has kids with a woman, he grows an attachment to that woman because she's the mother of his kids.
In some situations.
Yeah, not always, of course.
Yeah.
But I've seen it.
Anyways,
It's
the
kinda
bottom line
psychotic.
is this. The bottom line is this. In my opinion, I do feel like words, in some cases, warrants violence. Okay, a lot of the time, yes, you should walk away. Okay, but if someone's disrespecting your family, I'm not saying get up at a comedy club. That's not what I'm saying. All I was saying with Will Smith is I understand. Okay, but like
you don't condone
in the real, sometimes words warrant an ass whooping.
You're right.
I'm not going to stand by and let somebody disrespect my wife.
The example you gave me was kind of crazy, though.
Disrespect my kids.
Yeah,
I'm not doing it.
Ref was definitely in the right, and you warned the guy too, at your job or whatever.
Yeah, you were in the right.
Yeah, and you know what? And I wasn't even trying to be he was this much smaller guy than me. So in a way, I kind of felt like a bully. And this is the thing. Afterwards, I pulled him to the side and I apologized to him. Even though I don't feel like an apology was warranted, I still apologized because I didn't want him to feel like I was taking advantage of my size. I just couldn't believe this dude was talking to me like this. You know what I mean? So I said, listen, okay, I don't appreciate how you came off about my son, okay, but at the same time, I shouldn't have grabbed you.
Wait, this was at work, right, Rev?
This was at the workplace, dude.
Okay, but did you know, like maybe you getting a slap on the wrist because it was at work, and maybe he was gonna tell? You know what I mean? Was that a part of it? Like, let me go.
What's he gonna tell? Did I grab him? Did I grab his shirt and got in his face? I mean, they wouldn't do nothing with that.
Yeah. No, I'm just.
Now, if I would have slapped him, then that would have played a part. But I just felt like I don't know, given his size and stature, I probably should have let it roll. But at the same time, dude, you can't push people to the limit like that. You can't just straight up disrespect people.
Dude, especially when they don't even fucking know you, dude. That's the key.
Absolutely.
That's the biggest thing.
You know what else too? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just gonna say you didn't even ask his opinion. He just walked in on your conversation and just gave it
I
to
hate
you
that
for
shit.
no reason. You don't even know the guy. Yeah.
Sometimes people need to be threatened because if that guy felt that comfortable joking around with you and he doesn't
would've
really know
continued.
you, he would have
Right.
continued on. Like
Good
people,
point.
people only do and say things that you allow them to get away with, you know?
Yep.
I would have
Agreed.
checked him too. I'm like, dude, don't talk about my fucking
Preach,
kid.
Luca.
Like, don't talk about my kid. Who are you? No one, okay? Like, get out of here.
Especially when it comes to racism.
Habitual line steppers, you know.
And he's
and
probably
Rev
getting
me,
away
I
with
think he
it.
told me do it.
And
And I
Rev,
told him I
Wow.
was going to slap him.
Rev.
I think he said, do it. Come do it.
Wow.
Wow.
the thing about
Yeah.
the size too, Rev, is like little guys. Sometimes they're like that, yo, because they think that you won't slap the shit out of them.
Napoleon
right.
complex.
Like, yeah, also that as well. Like, they have this Napoleonic complex, so they feel like they have to stand up to bigger guys, right? Because they're small. And also, a lot of times they don't. They just think that you're a nice enough guy that, oh, you wouldn't hit me. I'm way smaller than you. Nah, bro, you gotta watch your mouth. Just because
I
you
agree with
you
that,
can't
man,
talk
but
shit.
I also think they're at the workplace and he's thinking this man ain't gonna lose his job
Like
over
he's
some
safe.
Yeah,
Right,
he felt like he's
right,
safe because he's
right,
at work. I'm serious.
right.
Like he's thinking, like,
Yeah.
dude, maybe he'll fuck with me after work, but right now
Or-
he ain't touching me.
Yeah.
Yeah, or if he does it, well, then I'm going to HR or he's going to get in trouble.
Right,
Like,
right.
he's protected
Right.
by that. Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
he was
Maybe-
talking about his kid first, so I don't
Right.
like if he really was concerned about whether or not this was okay because we're at work. He shouldn't have said
Yeah.
anything in the first
Right.
place. Like, I will never understand not being professional in the workplace, especially when it comes
It's
to
crazy.
other people. Like, keep your mouth shut and mind your business.
Yeah, and like that's the internet. You know, like everybody's free from consequences. That's why the comment sections
Yeah.
can be so gosh damn toxic, man. Some of the shit people feel like they're allowed to say to you. It's just like where are these people raised?
Where's this energy? You know.
It's crazy to me. The shit people think they can just say to you, consequence free. And yeah, they're behind their keyboard. It's consequence free.
Yep.
Go try that shit in the real world. Oh, I'd say no, you would.
I think a lot of that is
No.
pent up shit that they wish that they could say in real life, but they can't. So they do it
Right.
on the internet, you know?
Yeah, the
You're
internet
saying
is
that.
their escape, man.
But anyways, that's it. That's all I got. You can move on with the show, man.
Yeah, good conversation. I'll get into a different topic that it really bothered me after. It's not gaming related, that's why. But yeah, I don't know. So BitCloud informed me. So I guess Unreal had a little demo, and they showed off. Yeah, a little conference. They showed off. It was Gears of War. A lot of people didn't realize that, but I seen the logo right away on this chest. I'm like, oh, that's Gears. And we already knew a new Gears was coming, but what I didn't know is Tomb Raider is getting another game, and honestly, I'm excited for it. And listen, Unreal Engine, that Matrix shit, a lot of people might not be impressed with it, but to me, a guy that stares at reflections and rocks for a living, that's my type of shit, bro. Like that's the type of shit I get off on. So when I seen a new Tomb Raider is gonna, I think a lot of these developers are gonna switch over to Unreal Engine just because it's accessible, and the whole industry is already in tune with this engine. I'm sure it's different in some way, but a lot of people are gonna know how to run and manage this engine. So a new Tomb Raider reboot, or I don't know if it's an extension, but the last Tomb Raider was horrible. Okay. Is anybody excited for a new Tomb Raider game? Because I mean, for real, I can't believe I'm saying this. I would right now. I would take it. I really would.
Sorry, the last Tomb Raider was horrible.
It was.
Is it that bad? I still gotta play it.
No, it was not. It was not horrible.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider?
Is it the worst out of the three? Absolutely. Is it horrible? No, it's a way over exaggeration. It's not a horrible game. It's just the worst out of the three. You amping it, bro. It's not that bad.
Look,
Meds. Is it the Dark Souls 2 of Tomb Raider? Is that what you said?
I haven't played Dark Souls 2.
So Blaze can understand me.
But I know Dark Souls 2 does have its fans, even though it is maligned. So perhaps. Is you know what it is? It's the what's that? It's the Dead Space 3 of the franchise. Dead Space 3 doesn't suck, but it's not as good as but it's not as good as the other two.
Yeah.
And it gets shit on because it's not as good as the other two, but it doesn't suck.
No, the thing is, Meds, I don't dislike it for any of the characters or the setting. They just throw all these little dumbass flashback puzzle things over and over, and like, dude, I don't mind figuring out a puzzle and then but it was like, well, what? Like, it's like, dude, I just want to explore. Like, I just wanted to explore and go and go pop off. Like that's really what I wanted to do, and it was just, to me, it wasn't a good entry, and the majority I would say 85% of people out there either thought it was a mediocre game or thought it was bad. You know, that's just, you know,
I think you're making up imaginary people. I think you are going with the crowd. I think that's exactly what you're doing.
I stopped.
Ask anybody here if they liked it. I guarantee everybody will say no.
Bro, it's the same energy
after the first puzzle.
That was a good. It's the same energy that people have for that Batman Origins game because it was made by a different team. They're like, oh, it was made by the other team, so it's trash. It's not trash. Batman Origins is good too. It was, and good. So was Shadow of the Tomb Raider. But I mean, if you don't like puzzles, or whatever, it's fine.
That's my opinion. You know?
I recommend you turn down the puzzles to super easy and then play the rest of the game.
Oh, bro, it's not the
puzzle, bro.
Oh my god!
You got stuck, Blaze. That's what happened.
Because this game actually is revolutionary, right? Because it offers various difficulties. You can up the difficulty of the combat, up the difficulty of the puzzles, all that. So Blaze, I mean, all these accessibility options, they're here for you.
Damn, you calling him a scrub, Mez?
I didn't say that. You said that, Eric.
Meds.
I would never say that.
The whole Dark Souls 2 analogy is irrelevant because that's one of my favorite entries in the whole franchise. Anyway, the whole point is, I thought it was a trash game, and you know that's it. But
did you beat it, Blaze, or no?
No, I beat the first. I beat one. I beat the reboot, and I beat what was the other one?
Rise. Yeah.
Rise of Tomb Raider. I loved Rise. You know, I thought it had too much openness and too much hub worldy shit, but the combat was great. I think they have better combat than Uncharted, honestly. But anyways, anybody excited for it? Big Cloud?
I gotta beat the last one, but
you don't have to beat the last one.
I do, because you know it's on my profile, and I just didn't go back to it after that first puzzle. I'm interested to see what they do after I find out what happens at the end of Shadow. So we'll see what's up. But yeah, I'm not like over the moon for it. Reason why Tomb Raider hasn't really been like. How do I explain this? I didn't get the same vibe as I got with Tomb Raider. No, I'm talking about the first remake. I didn't get like the same vibes as the first remake. Like the first one, it felt dope. Like it's like, you know, you see this frail, you know, not this frailish girl turn into like this survivor and legit become a badass in the midst of it. And Rise of the Tomb Raider, it's like, okay, we got elements of that, right? But then we got this convoluted story with a damn the damn prophet guys. Like, I wonder who could be the prophet. Oh, it's this dude that's just, you know, pulling the Batman every 5 minutes. He disappears. I wonder who the prophet was.
So you're excited? You would play it. You just have to finish it the last.
I'd definitely play it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the lady.
I've played and beat the first two of the latest ones. Love the first one, love the reboot, and then Rise was kind of a little bit of a dip, and then I hear Shadow's even more of a dip. So I want to play it, I want to beat it, but I'm excited to get back in there. I love Lara. I liked the other two games enough, and so I would be excited to see that Unreal Engine for sure.
Yeah, that's the other exciting
part. Hair and everything, you know, it's gonna look amazing. It's gonna look good.
Yeah. Wukong Black Myth, Erica. Still waiting on that shit.
When is that game even coming?
We still waiting on that.
I'm not even.
Big Cloud brings that shit up once every podcast. This
motherfucker, that shit never coming out, man. It looks fire. With the
it looks fire, but
I'm just saying.
Until it comes out, Luca, what do you think?
I don't have any interest in Tomb Raider, but I'm sure it'll look good with Unreal Engine. So, you know, I'm excited for y'all, but I'm not interested.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. When you guys make a character, are you making a female or are you making a male? If you have a choice,
it depends. It depends how hot they are.
When I was younger, I used to make.
How dare you?
I used to make male characters when I was younger, but as I've grown older, I started playing as female characters. So it depends. Yeah.
Yeah, but is that because you want to be immersed in that character? It reflects yourself or somewhat yourself.
Not for me. No, I make them hotter, or like they'll kind of maybe look like me, maybe like I might, if they have glasses, I'll put the glasses on, but if there's no glasses or nothing, I'll just make like a hot chick.
Yeah, me too. I just like having something nice to look at while I'm playing the game.
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Makes
sense to me, man.
Sometimes it's like, okay, this is me if I was like banging, you know, like I'll make someone like that.
The ideal you.
This is my dream self.
I used to do that in games myself. Like when I was younger, like Lucas said, when I was younger, I would make, you know, guys that I would make myself in the game. I would always create an avatar that was like me. And then after I got older, I guess I didn't care about like me being in the game anymore, and I started like creating female characters and people, random like alien looking characters or whatever. I didn't care anymore.
It's because you realized you hated you and you wanted to be somebody else.
Nah, I love me, but I can't go around.
It's okay. No,
I love me, but I mean sometimes you want something good to look at, like Lucas said, and sometimes this isn't my story. This is this random ass character's story that I created.
Yeah, like the character doesn't have to look like me in order for me to relate to them personally. Like I really felt for Geralt, and I felt like I was Geralt as I was playing as him, just because of how much I connected to him, and there were like certain scenes in The Witcher 3 where I was just like really upset. I was just like, yeah, this sucks, especially the stuff with Ciri. So for me, I've always been detached when it comes to characters in media. Like I don't need someone to look like me in order for me to relate to them. Yeah, I know it's different for other people.
I'm kind of the same. Yeah.
Like I respect the the representation, movement, whatever. You want characters that look like you in games and stuff, and I respect that. That's fine if you feel that way. I personally don't care. Like I don't really care what character I play as or anything like that. In fact, now I think actually the reason why I make random ass characters now is because I look at a character creator and I look at a chore. It's like I'm gonna spend an hour here creating a character and looking meticulous. Fuck all that. I don't got time for this. Just move on and play the game.
See, I'm the opposite, man. I want to make sure I'm satisfied on what I'm looking at, or what's the point? Unless you cover it up, I guess, and you'll never. If it's a first-person game,
if you're talking about Souls-like games, you're
going
to be
armor.
covered up. I mean,
it's not like you're going to be in a bunch of cutscenes. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So,
and especially too, like imagine you spend an hour in a character creator in a game, right? For example, and then you don't even like the game, and then you just wasted your time.
Well, yeah,
that's true. That's true. That's a true. But if I'm gonna make it, I'm probably invested. Rev, dude, bro, because you don't play games with girls in it. And you beat Rise of the Tomb Raider. You beat the reboot Tomb Raider. You dropped
Blaze.
Shadow.
You don't have to make explanations for me.
Yeah. I know, but just
your question.
So are you excited for it?
I know what he's gonna say.
Am I excited for what? Tomb Raider? No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. You want to play as awesome female?
Now, if her ass is hanging out of her shorts, you bet your ass I'll play it. But it's not gonna be. And not to mention another thing I would be dual wielding 45.
Yeah, where are they at?
Yeah.
That was that. Dude's like, oh, Shadow Tomb Raider is so great. Where's the?
You know what I mean?
Where are they at, bro? How hard is that?
Wait, Blaze or whoever didn't she pull them out at the end of Rise or somewhere?
She did. She got them in that box.
That didn't continue in Shadow.
Yeah.
It was the first game. In the first game, she got the dual pistols at the end. Yeah. And then you're thinking, because this is the origin story, so you're thinking, okay, cool, going forward, we're gonna have the dual pistols. We're doing that for the rest of the series, and then suddenly it's gone, and it never comes back.
Mm-hmm.
That was dumb.
That's
that was
strange.
real dumb.
Yeah, it's more so bow and arrow and the other stuff.
It's like they hamstrung her, and I hate that kind of stuff. Like in the beginning of a lot of Metroid games, you play as Samus, and Samus has all her shit, and you're really powerful, and you feel awesome. And suddenly it's like, you lost all your shit, go get it back. And that's
they always do that shit, bro.
It's like they really wanted you just to use the bow in this Tomb Raider. They were so proud of their bow physics, what they were doing.
Yeah, I think it was 2013. Every game had a bow in it, like Last of Us, Crisis 3, Tomb Raider, like all of it was just like the bow was like the craze at that point. It was funny. I just noticed that. But yeah, before I was going live, I thought it was a troll. I thought somebody was trolling me. I'm in the Discord and they're like Blaze. They sent me a DM and it was like a little link and I click it and it says Remedy and Rockstar working together to bring Max Payne 1 and 2. I was like, So I just kind of clicked. I'm like, dude, there's no way. I'd be seeing tweets. I'd see Rev. He'd probably lose his mind. There's no way. So then as I scroll through Twitter, I see it like an official post, and I couldn't believe my eye. This is the best scenario for me personally, bro. If they kind of bring it towards 3 more, even though I think 2 has some of the best movement, if they bring it to 3 and just like update the engine and have it play like 3, because some of the controls are so outdated in 1 and 2, and the visuals, of course, are just not there anymore. But Max Payne is such an addicting franchise. It's so satisfying to play Max Payne. Like Max Payne 3, I probably played that 3 times just on the PC. It's the most satisfying game in the world. Like you know, dude, I love the slow mo. I've talked to Rev like, yeah, I only use it, you know, here and there, like, you know, because, but for me, that's the most sad, like jumping through a, you know, a office with papers
glass
flying everywhere and just
yeah.
poof, poof, like that shit is just, I don't know why games don't bring that shit in their game. Like I love the slow mo effect. But yeah, Max Payne, Rev, I got to start with you. Come on, bro. Were you jumping in the air or what's up? Or you think they're gonna screw it up somehow?
Man. Hopefully, it has Max Payne 3 gameplay.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah.
You think they'll mess it up though?
I don't know. There's no telling, man.
Must say after
that
GTA.
Listen, I don't like Remedy as a developer.
Me either.
I just don't.
Yeah.
I played Max Payne 1. I had problems with it on the PC, so I never finished it. And Max Payne 2. I don't remember. I think they're just too dated, so I never even beat them. Max Payne 3 is my shit. You already know. I got over 100 hours in that game, and you can beat it in what, 6 hours?
Pretty much, yeah.
Over 100, and that's not even factoring in the multiplayer. That's just single player campaign. So if they make it with Max Payne 3 gameplay, dude, I'll buy 100 copies.
100.
You know what I mean?
Wait, Rev, did you have audio issues with the first one? On
I
PC?
think so.
Yeah, they had
tried
a patch
playing it on
for
PS5. It's a joke.
You had to download like a patch for it on a community patch for that shit.
You gotta admit though, at least they're paying attention to this shit, bro. They're not just trying to like, you know, bury the game don't exist. Like they're well aware of this. Why Rockstar is all of a sudden going back to Remedy and say, yeah, go ahead and assist us with this part. Like I don't know why they're, you know, I understand Remedy created the first two.
You know why? Because it's the success of that damn GTA Definitive Edition.
I'm confused. What did you say? Why is who going to who for help?
Rockstar owns the IP now.
Yeah.
So why are they going to? Why is Remedy even make? Like I understand Remedy made the first two games, but oh well, like they don't own the IP anymore. Like that's like when Crash Bandicoot came out, they went to Naughty Dog like, yeah, can you guys stop making these games with us? Like no, like what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just don't make sense.
It's a matter of manpower, Blaze.
And Rockstar's
busy. Rockstar's busy, dude. Like they put out a game every 10 years. They need all the help they can get. They're not
once a generation.
They're not going to put some of their devs to work on another game when all their devs are probably working on. They probably have a crazy huge live team for GTA Online, and they're having a whole other separate team that's working on the next game. And they probably are in pre-development for the Red Dead 3 or 4 actually at this point. So
Red Dead 4?
Yeah, because the Red Dead Redemption is a sequel to Red Dead Revolver.
Oh, okay. You're kidding. Okay.
So yeah, like, dude, they're busy. Like, they don't have time for this.
I don't think you're gonna get Red Dead, nor you're gonna get Bully or LA Noire. It's just gonna be GTA.
No, like
GTA.
if you look at GTA, and not GTA, but Rockstar, the games that they've published, the games that they've put out, the games that they make themselves it's just GTA. Because before that, LA Noire, they didn't make that. It was a satellite studio. Same thing with Midnight Club LA. They haven't made any games themselves other than GTA since GTA 5 and 4. They ain't making no Max Payne 3. They didn't make Max Payne 3 either. That was another team as well. It wasn't the main Rockstar team. So, dude, it's...
That went through developmental hell, too.
It was the guys behind Kane and Lynch. That's why I was inspired by, like, with the little effects, the little strobe effects.
You know what else, too? These games are going to take forever to come out because isn't Remedy working on Alan Wake 2?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and that's the other thing.
What's the timeline?
I'm not excited for games anymore because, like, when a game gets announced, I'm like, cool. Like, you know, I'll see it in fucking 4 years. You know, it's like
it's too far away. They're so far away
too
all the time.
far away to even like feel anything, man. It's just,
and then nowadays, it's like you got the delay factor too. Like people would ask me, "What are you looking forward to after Elden Ring?" I'm just like, Breath of the Wild is going to get delayed. Like everything gets delayed. You know,
it did get delayed.
So
2023.
It did. Mm-hmm. Even with God of War, I'm kind of like, I don't know. Maybe it's delayed. So it's hard to get.
Is anybody else
excited
for Max Payne? Or you know, or is it just...
I've never played it, so you know, but I'd be willing to check it out. I've seen some gameplay. It looks like it'd be fun, but it's dated, and I don't want to go back to it. You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're doing with that.
Yeah, I'm all in on it, especially if we see just Max. Like, as soon as we see Max Payne 1 and them reshooting that scene where he comes home. And the little addicts pretty much have, like, you know, destroyed his house, killed his wife and whatnot, and all that stuff. Plus some of the big revelation scenes. I remember he was like, "Oh, I'm in a comic book," or "No, I'm in a video game." Right, that shit, Rev?
Damn, bit with the spoilers. I ain't played them yet.
You didn't play?
Jesus, come on, man.
I was gonna trigger Rev right now. Like I haven't played Max Payne.
Wait,
at
are you
all.
telling me that BitCloud spoils something?
At
He'd
all.
never do something like this. That's not his
I'm just
MO.
giving
He
him a
doesn't
hard
do
time.
Games are
I'll
relics.
forget. I
Well,
won't even
I'm sorry.
care.
Remove that back. I
I'm
see it.
kidding.
Wait,
I'm kidding.
But it's I'll just leave it there. It's fire. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
I was listening to a Big Cloud podcast like 2 weeks ago. He just spoiled the whole of Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm like, okay, great. I'll
Did
just go
he?
straight to Forbidden West.
Wow.
Okay, no problem.
I mean,
Well,
you're never gonna play Zero Dawn. To begin
I mean,
with.
definitely not now.
You
Absolutely
never
not.
were gonna- I mean, I'm saying you were never gonna play it. You waited like what 10 years to complain about a game. So you're
Listen,
never
listen,
going
listen,
to play
man.
a game. So I don't know why you bitching and bringing that up to begin with.
You know I'm the kind of guy who play a game 5 years later, but at least I'm not the PlayStation guy who
5?
didn't even beat it. Okay.
Five.
I don't- I don't-
I platinumed Horizon Zero Dawn.
I just said a PlayStation guy. I didn't say your name, Big Cloud.
Okay. Oh,
I know he's
damn.
talking
about.
See,
Yeah,
I
say
tried-
his name,
I
bro.
tried-
Whoever that
I
dude
tried
is,
to
say his
save this
name.
fucking guy. You know?
That's a smart guy. Who is that?
I forget his name.
Well, I know him. You know, he's a big fraud in this community. You know,
Is that the same guy that
He has
says he's a Souls guy? Hasn't beat any of the Souls games?
He's got a capital B in his name. You know, he got a number at the end.
Dude, give me a
Sorry.
fucking break. Anyway,
Anywho,
speaking of Elden Ring, does anybody else have post greatness? Fucking, I can't play. Listen, I've tried to play Horizon, Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo, I actually put a couple hours in there. You good, Max?
Yeah, typing though.
oh, I am so sorry, dude. NVIDIA broadcast is not working, and you can hear everything
It's
I'm
not.
doing.
You want a typewriter? What you doing?
Yeah.
Over here typing his frustration.
I have blue switches. You don't like the clickety clack of blue switches? I love it.
I like them. I
I
got
love
them.
it.
I'm not
We
a
do.
click clack
We just don't
lover.
want to hear 'em.
no.
But yeah, I've tried to play multiple games, including Horizon. I went back to Horizon, and like Jack moves like, "Come on, Blaze, play Horizon. Let me see what you got." And it's like, dude, I don't even know how to grapple anymore. Like, I didn't even know how to craft weapons. And I went back to it because I'm like, this is the great. People were crying about this shit. Like the fact that they made you right, like you can walk over. The animation is gone, so you just loot shit. Just like Ghost of Tsushima, off the horse, pick it up, go. Like that's the greatest thing they've ever added, dude. Horizon has some of the slowest animations when you're crafting or picking something up. It's tedious. It takes too much time, especially in an open world game, especially when you're doing this shit over and over. But I'm saying this to say that, like, I can't play any other game but Elden Ring. I can't. I beat it 3 times. I've platinumed it. I'm PvPing every night. I just don't want to play. Nothing else is gonna take my interest unless it's a big, like a fresh new release, like a God of War, like nothing. Like nothing's gonna pull me away from it. And it's a damn shame because I was having fun with Gran Turismo. I was having fun with Horizon until I got the code. Does anybody else have this? Because everybody here has played Elden Ring.
So the way I feel about it is like it's a new season of Destiny, and I don't feel like going back. And I was talking to my Destiny boys, and they're just like, "Yeah, I don't think you're finishing the season pass." And I'm just like, "I don't think so either." So it's like after Elden Ring, I don't really want to play anything else. I did go back to Dark Souls 3 though, and that was a lot. That's been a lot of fun for me. Like,
Right.
Like Pontiff Sullivan literally let me apply Tears of Denial twice as I was fighting him because like I went straight to him after not playing Dark Souls 3 for like 4 or 5 years or whatever. And I was just like, damn, these bosses take forever to hit you compared to Elden Ring. And I was just like, I was laughing. I thought it was so damn funny. I'm like, wow. Like, and I remember when Dark Souls 3 first came out, people were saying it's too fast or whatever. But yeah, I mean, Elden Ring is like
Not
the fastest
anymore.
one. But yeah, like for me, I'm playing Dark Souls 3 right now, but I don't really feel like playing anything else outside of that genre for me personally. Like right now, I'm with you, Blaze. I need like a fresh release. I need something new and exciting and interesting. I have no interest in Horizon, so
Yeah. Blaze can vouch for me here. We were in the Discord. It's funny. He played Horizon. He was like on the menu screen for like 40 minutes. Didn't even play the game. Then when he finally booted the game and started moving around, he only moved around like what? Like 4. You only took like 10, 20 spaces, then you just shut the game down. So me, I'm over here looking at the game. I'm like, do I want to jump on Horizon? And then fucking Blaze goes, yo, Big Cloud, yo, you got to get on PvP. Yo, come on, bro, let's go on PvP. I jumped on PvP. We both tried this new OP build and fucking started wrecking everybody. I was like, yeah, I'm not jumping on the res. I can't touch anything right now.
Dang.
Speaking of Blaze not messing with PlayStation games, the other day I was in Discord with him and he was streaming Gran Turismo 7. He literally fell asleep.
Yeah, he did. He fell asleep.
He fell asleep.
Gran Turismo.
The stream was on the. You don't even remember because you fell asleep. The stream was on the pause screen of Gran Turismo for 1.5 hours, 2 hours. He was asleep. So.
Oh yeah, I went to bed. I just never left this.
Oh, I know.
You should have just disconnected me, bro.
You went to bed right there in your chair. I know.
So who's
Wait,
taking
need to
over
have-
as
Definitely didn't do
the
that.
who's taking over as the resident pony of the cast? Then is
Big
it Big
Cloud.
Cloud?
He's the pony.
First of all,
Okay.
Medj, when you
Doesn't
have
matter.
a girlfriend, she won't let you do that. She ain't gonna let you crock over a fucking chair. Like she'll be like, "Let's go." But anyway, yeah, that's the situation right now. Even Rev's slowly getting through the game. Like, kinda, not really. Like he finally beat what's the witch's name? The magic witch, the easy boss. God, I'm so bad.
Renala.
Yeah. And I'm surprised he walked through that because, the first phase is a joke, but the second phase can give you a little trouble. Like, see, the problem is the summons is just too powerful, bro. The summons and all the weapons, and there's too much broken shit in this game. So I fully intend to, after this is done, when Rev's ready, I got some new toys, I told him. And dude, the best part about it is like I can drop him everything off my guy and just go and just reload my save, and it's all good. I didn't
Get
lose
your
a single
stuff
thing.
back.
Yeah,
Erica, it's great.
You ain't ready for the smoke
What?
if you're trying to pull up.
With you?
I mean, in general.
Who is this guy right here? Like, who is
This guy,
this?
he always.
Who are you?
Like, who am I looking at right here? Is
Who am
that
I
Big
looking
Cloud?
at? Getting tired.
Is that what we had to do to get you to talk, Big Cloud? Was bring
Wow.
Always. Oh, we doing this. What you want to talk about? What you want to talk about? What you want to talk about? Oh, what you want to talk about? What you want to talk about, bro?
Speak on it.
What you want to
Speak
talk
on it,
about?
Rev.
Speak on it, Rev.
Tell him, Rev.
Voice,
You can't get
your
mad at that.
frustration.
'Cause I peeped
Open up, Big
too.
Cloud. I'm glad to hear it.
Big Cloud, listen.
He likes to give me a hard time, so I think I motivate him when I'm around. My
That's
presence
false.
Always
is here.
gives-
False.
Always
Big
gives a
Cloud
hard
gets a
time.
little excited.
false.
He's very excited.
That's false.
Yeah, he looks excited. I heard some heavy breathing into the mic earlier. That wasn't you.
God.
Was it?
Here we
man.
go. There we go.
Is
No,
that
that
you,
was
Big
you. That was you. You know, looking down. I saw your eyes going down, Chief.
Oh,
Good for
gosh.
those infamous sandals, huh, Rev? Huh?
Yeah, you keep bringing them up, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Big Cloud just needs to come clean on this episode right here.
he does.
What's up, Big
He does.
Cloud?
Okay, Big Cloud. That's okay.
We interrupt this podcast. Today's sponsor.
He left, you see?
Speaking of, Blaze, you gonna read them super chats or what, bro?
Yeah, that's your job. I was waiting for you to do that.
Nah, fella, it's on you today, bro.
It's on me today.
Yeah,
Yeah, you've had a few.
there's a lot, bro.
Is there? I haven't paid attention because I thought my
Man, the
guy
early-
Med's
the-
got
the-
me, man.
Bro, I texted you like an hour and a half ago that never. Anywho, the only ones, man, you're gonna owe people a lot of money and shout outs, Blaze.
I
after
can
this.
scroll back.
So-
My phone's off.
You can, yeah, you got to go all the way back.
I got it.
Yeah, I can do the ones that I see here for now. But then you gotta take over. So okay, so $2 donation from Delta169. You guys are moving up. Master Chief is here tonight. Talking about you, Rev.
Yeah.
People missed you a lot in the chat last week. Truth hurts. 199. So many mid personalities on the stream. Do better. Big Cloud. Big Cloud. You gotta do better, man. Like
You gotta do better, man.
And me. Like, I'm sorry. I'll do better. Truth hurts.
Yeah, sure. Kiss my ass.
That guy's still around.
Yeah, and I mean, you know what? That did hurt me. So I guess the
Shout out
truth
to the homie. Truth
does hurt a
hurts.
little bit.
Bro, look, can I say something about Truth real quick?
Definitely stung. Definitely.
I
stung.
went through the ringer with this guy, man. Me and him went back and forth about just stupid shit. Like he was one of the first people on Twitter to really get me going and in my feelings one time about a TV. I forgot what it was, But to say the truth about the man, the guy knew what he was talking about. He was trying to help me out, honestly. But I'm just weird with new people, and I know his name, Truth Hurts. I'm like, this guy's a fucking troll. But honestly, he's not. He's actually a good dude.
Bullshit.
No, he is. He is.
Bullshit.
When I seen him pop up on Twitter, a few years ago. Saw his tweets and
hey,
blocked
don't get
him.
mad because the truth hurts.
I blocked him because I'm sensitive and the truth hurts.
Yeah, he showed up to my stream one day and he was like, just pretty much saying the opposite of everyone else, and I was just like, at first I was like, wait, but then I was like, hold on, are you trolling me?
That's your shtick.
I was just like, all right. So every time he comes to the stream, he'll say something that's like off the cuff, and I'm just like, okay, whatever, dude. So shout out to the homie though.
For sure, we appreciate your viewership. John the Don, member for 6 months. Rockstar too busy working on the next GTA Online DLC.
It's a fact.
And rumors are they're bringing GTA 4 Liberty City to online. GTA 6 is 5-6 years away. You probably right.
So you ain't getting that.
Meds, are you in StreamYard?
I'll be there in a second. Let me finish the ones that I can see, and then we can go, 10 from BK Born Gaming. That's our homeboy. Shout out to the star-studded cast tonight. Much respect.
It really is.
He's talking about you guys.
That's my guy. That's my guy right there. BK.
Yeah, BK is a good dude, man.
Yeah, shout out to the homie.
Yeah.
So start with this one here, Suffer.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Suffer So Proud 83, $9.99. Good to see you guys. And Erica, que hermosa. Sup, Rev?
What's that mean, que hermosa?
That means she's so beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
He is very beautiful. Yeah.
Oh, daughter.
Aww.
My heart.
Oh God. You got.
My heart.
Listen, the youngest one gets all the attention, Lucas, so you're screwed. Balboa World.
I'm the oldest of my siblings,
Listen,
You're the firstborn. You inherit the kingdom.
That and my one and only daughter. Okay,
that's true. That's true.
Yes.
Balboa World with the £2. Just got Elden Ring. New guest on the cast. Fire Day. Yes, sir. Victor, that's our homeboy. $4.99. Freedom of speech isn't freedom of consequence. True. You don't get to disrespect someone and then tell them how they can react.
Meds, you had said freedom of speech isn't freedom of consequence, and literally a second later he had posted that.
He posted that, right? Yeah, I was gonna say, did you say that before I said it? Or I was wondering.
It was literally on point.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that it?
No, we got.
Yeah, shout out to Vic. That's the homeboy for sure. Kill John Wick, $4.99. Will slapping Rock is the equivalent of what would happen if people who harass online tried to do the same in public. I mean, yeah, for sure. In fact, that was a tame version.
Mm-hmm.
It was a tame version.
Very tame.
Kill John Wick, $1.99. Miller's DC movies have been pretty much canceled. He's talking about Ezra Miller.
Oh.
Yeah, it's funny too because he's involved with WB Hardcore because he's with the Harry Potter stuff and also the DC shit. Delta 169, $2 donation. You guys are moving. Oh, that's the first one I read. You guys are moving up. Master Chief is here tonight. Okay, cool. You got your money's worth for that one. Shout out to you, Delta.
Double shouts.
Man.
Yeah, I was gonna talk that. Look, I think his name was Jeff, whatever the fuck his name is. That
Ross.
He directed Days Gone and he
Okay.
left to Crystal Dynamics. But does that really affect any of us? I mean, Days Gone is considered a flop to a lot of people. And he's moving to a different company.
Hey, what are you doing?
This shit happens all the fucking time. You know what I mean?
Technically, that should be exciting for you
hard.
because you like Days Gone. I like Days Gone, so that's something.
You didn't like Days Gone?
No, I said it adds to the excitement for the game if you like Days Gone. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, if you didn't like Days Gone, then you probably be like, oh, this dude made a flop, so I'm kind of worried about Tomb Raider.
But look the gaming topics, if they come back up, we can. But I'll tell you really what really bothered me. I didn't even know about this. Okay, somebody brought it up, but then I started watching videos today at work, and it was like the governor of I forgot where at, and he was basically like disqualifying the trans guy that won the swimming race. Okay, and he's like, we got to protect athletes like these girls have worked their whole life before college. Take away the scholarships and all the promotions and just how winning one championship can change your life completely. Take all that away, just the work they put in as kids, to teenagers and so and so. So like, and then I seen the picture, and this dude is literally towering over these girls. Okay,
Yeah.
He was ranked like 457 with the males, and now he's ranked number 1 with the women. And look, this can be looked at as a controversial topic, but it's really not. This is sports. This is you competing against, like, this shouldn't. This is like, look it.
Tiptoeing, Blaze, spit it out.
Yeah, I think this
you
is
just
some of
gotta
the
be frank.
biggest bullshit I've ever seen in my life. How the fuck can you give this man, because that's what he is, a gold medal? Like, that's so unfair. It's just completely unfair. Genetics tell you it's unfair. Like, his lung span, everything is bigger. His stride, like, it's just not fair. This has nothing to do with me disliking trans or nothing like that. It's just the facts are the facts, bro. I don't see enough female athletes coming out and saying shit about this, like, because they feel like, you know, they don't want to step on toes, or it's taboo to say that nowadays, like, which is fucking crazy. We're talking about competitive sports here.
They don't want to get canceled. They don't want to be attacked.
Yeah,
it's very difficult.
So.
You can't talk about these things. You got to walk on eggshells.
Yeah, yeah, and that's a shame. Yeah, it's because not enough people are getting their shit pushed in. Not enough people are getting slapped for their stupid ass mouths and comments.
I mean, even on the smaller levels of like Twitch, people get banned off Twitch for that. Like if you talk about your views on trans or anything, and if you're against it, you can get banned.
Yeah, I think some dude just got banned off of Twitch for that, for talking about it and stuff.
Listen,
it's hard.
Even
it's
at my
dangerous.
work, they've accommodated all this shit. They've literally redone bathrooms, put up new signs. It's like whatever. It is what it is. But when it comes to professional sports, you know what I mean? It should be a fair playing ground. That's all I'm saying. Like this, like if like am I the only one that feel like it? Look, I'm not even, you know, I'm not the female in this situation. I'm just saying, like, it's not fair.
Yeah, how do the girls feel about this? Luca, where you at?
Go ahead, Luca. I'll go after you.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why they separate the males and females, and they have their own
divisions.
And listen, ask me about sports. I know nothing, but like, I feel like if you go through the transition later in life and you've already developed and had puberty, and you have those key advantages that come with your biological sex, then no, I don't think it's fair that Leah Thomas was able to compete and ended up winning. I think that's what happened, right? With against the female swimmers or whatever.
Correct.
Like I don't think it's fair either. But you know, at the end of the day, it's their issue. If they don't want to speak up or say anything about it, that's on them. Like, you know, at the end of the day, everyone has been doing the whole trans women or women, but it's like trying to differentiate between the two or compare the two. Being a trans woman is different from being a cisgender woman, you know? And trans women deal with their own individual and unique issues and situations, just like biological women do, like women who identify as their biological sex do. And I just don't think it's like this new wave of trying to separate the two or not separate the two, like bring the two together. I don't necessarily understand it. As someone who, like, I mean, I took women's gender studies. I took women's theater in college.
Okay.
Useless classes, completely useless, but a lot of fun,
Really?
right? Yeah,
they're interesting. I mean, they're interesting.
Interesting, but useless, like when it comes to actual life, right? And it's like I've studied up on the issues surrounding trans women and all that, and I'm just like, why would you want to erase those issues by saying trans women are just women? There's a reason why there's trans in front of women, you know?
Right.
And it's like, you know, like a trans woman, just look up Marsha P. Johnson. I don't want to get into it, but like at the end of the day, I don't think it's fair, and it's up to them to say something. Like if they don't say anything, then, you know, I mean, what can you fucking say? But like, I understand that this is a touchy subject, and everyone is, it is in to be liberal, openly liberal. You know, that's like the in thing currently. And while I do agree with a lot of liberal views, I'm not like 100% about all of them. And at the end of the day, I'm all about what makes sense. And it does not make any sense why Leah Thomas is allowed to compete when she couldn't cut it in the male division. Like, it's just not fair. It's not fair, dude. But if those girls don't, I mean, they're so young too. Maybe that's what it is. Like, they're just really scared of being canceled and how that'll affect their future,
their careers.
Like, I get it, but at the same time, like, this is just the beginning if you don't say anything.
That's true. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah, it's just Yeah, they could just be scared, like you guys said, walking on eggshells, and they don't want to get canceled and ruin their career. But then if this keeps going, you ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win no matches. I grew up playing sports. I played basketball. I ran in track, did things like that. I can't imagine doing that training for years and years and going through college and all that, and then you go up against a dude.
Yeah.
Well, I say that, because that's the genetic makeup, that the bodies are different.
Correct.
Like you're talking about swimming, it's the wingspan, the lungs, everything's going to be different. And I was super competitive as a kid. I would try and play the boys. Basketball, I could hang, but when it came to running and stuff like that, I could never catch them. Never. And it's just the way it is. And I was fast for a girl. I was pretty quick. Short, maybe that messed me up because I was short, but I tried my best. So it is unfair. I'm very open-minded when it comes to trans and all that. I took similar studies like Luca, a lot of sociology. I would go to panels.
Fun classes.
Very interesting, kind of depressing at times, kind of depressing, especially like the economy type stuff and all that. But yeah, like I remember I would go to panels and I would listen to them speak and tell their stories and them changing and everything. And it was eye-opening, and I was happy for them. But when it comes to the sports thing and how strong you are and what kind of genetics you have, they're just different. They're just different, and it's not fair. Yeah.
Hey, yo,
it's
Matt,
not fair.
I was going to tag on to this. Yo, Matt, so, we watch UFC. We're very passionate about that particular sport.
Mm-hmm.
On some real, I need to get your take, because how long do you think it's going to be until we start seeing this with UFC?
Oh, this already happened in MMA prior. There's a woman named Fallon Fox. In fact, Joe Rogan has faced a lot of heat from the LGBTQ community because he years ago spoke out about this woman named Fallon Fox, who was a trans woman who grew up a man, went through puberty, became a woman rather. Yeah. After they were already 30 years old, had already been married to a woman before, had children, and became an MMA fighter as a woman and started fucking up women like something you've never seen before. And he spoke out about it, and he was, it's to this day he still gets shit on. And that's the big thing about what's going on today, because ultimately I believe that I respect everyone. Like, I'm from New York City. I where I grew up, you need to learn to respect other cultures, because that's all that's around you. Everybody's different around you. There's Chinese, blacks, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, all sorts of different people, where I grew up. So you learn to respect boundaries and learn to respect other people's cultures and their beliefs and all that. And I do, if you think that you were born in the wrong body, you want to be a woman, that's cool with me. But this whole gender is a social construct thing. It's all BS. Men and women are different. Men and women are different mentally and also physically. And there's a reason why trans men aren't dominating male sports, because real cis men would crush them, because they went through a man's puberty, and a woman, a trans man who went through a woman's puberty, who, just estrogen and all that nonsense, you're not gonna, pardon me for that, but you're not gonna match up to a man physically ever. And the same thing goes vice versa.
But it's, man, it's not to cut you off, but the whole, the equal rights thing, right? Yeah, it was like a meme, like women want equal rights until they lose a race. It was some stupid shit like that, some dumb shit. But it's like, it's touchy, because I feel like there's so many different sides and opinions on this, and it's like we're at the point where it's so split, and it's that's why these regulations are were set in the first place. That's, like you said, that's why there's divisions and stuff like that.
Blaze, but what though? It's not split. It's not split. Most people feel like the people who are all sitting here, because I'm sure we all share very similar thoughts on this. Most people feel this way. Exactly. They're scared to say anything. They're being silenced, and honestly, that's what's making it worse, because the people's silence makes it seem, like you just said, like it's an even split. It's not an even split at all. Most people don't feel this way, but they're afraid to be getting canceled. It's just like when you look on Twitter and you see the gamers being stupid as fuck, being the console fanboys that they are. People think that these are all gamers. This is like 2% of all gamers. It's a very loud, they say it all the time. Somebody said in chat, it's the loud minority. It's a loud minority, and they drown out the silent majority. And people need to speak up, because this thing is getting ridiculous. And I'm not a woman, right? But I have nieces. I have a ton of nieces. And someday maybe I might have daughters. And I don't want them competing in a game where they're doomed to lose from the get-go. That's not fair.
Yeah. I'm with
I
you.
mean, it just comes down to what makes sense logically. If they went out of their way to split men and women into separate divisions, then that, like, come on, like, let's be honest here. Like I said, gender identity and biological sex, I do think they're different, just based off what I've learned with everything. But at the end of the day, your biological sex is your biological sex. Even if you're trans, if you die and then like scientists were to dig up your skeleton 100 years later, whatever your physical makeup is,
that's what they'll identify.
That's what they'll identify you as, even if you personally, your gender identity is different, you know? So like, that's just, I don't know, man. They eat their own, like, they got to say something. Like, we can say whatever, but if they don't say anything to break the cycle or break the pattern, then what can we really do about it? I think it's wrong. Yeah, I think it's wrong for sure. Like, come on, dude. Like, it's not fair. It's not fair at all, and it's ridiculous that people.
We gotta stop worrying about people's fucking feelings. Like Meds just said, "Oh, okay, Meds, you corrected me." You say, "Oh, you know, people are scared. They don't like." It's like the dudes I work with. It's like, dude, ask for a raise. You know, at these meetings, like, dude, ask for a raise. It's like, you know, like if you feel strongly about something, you have to speak up or stop complaining about it. Period.
I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you, but this is the internet, and one thing about the internet
this is real life too. I'm just telling you, this is dudes at work asking for a raise because they're scared to ask.
Yeah, true. But if you're talking about the internet and voicing your opinion type of thing, it doesn't really matter how you really structure it. You know what I mean? There's always that one person that's looking to cancel you over just your difference of opinion on the subject. So it feels like you never really win at all.
Yeah,
they'll go after you.
Cancel culture is bullshit. Like, it's a bunch of goofy behavior. At the end of the day, it's like people pick and choose what they're going to cancel someone for. Someone could do like the worst thing ever and still be allowed to just exist, thriving, just chilling, you know, like they're perfectly fine.
You talked about it before, and I fucking loved that stream because you just swore on the money. But even the shit with the doctor.
Exactly. Dude is back on Twitter.
Yeah, he's back on Twitter.
Like, there's
the fanboy doctor.
Yeah,
he's back.
I couldn't believe it.
It blew my mind.
Big Cloud. Not only that, because when I saw him, I was like, "No way, this must be one of those sock accounts pretending to be him."
Right.
And I clicked. I'm like, "No, it's him." And then I look at his last 10 tweets. He's right back at it with the fanboying bullshit, hardcore.
YouTube channel back.
Like, bro, you almost lost your life and your livelihood over this.
He still have a job? He's still working?
I guess. So,
yeah, he said he's good at work.
It's just it's silly. It's just like, man, whatever. Like, and I just think the thing of it is like you just got to be mindful, because I talk to my audience about this all the time. It's like, listen, I don't believe in cancel culture. If you make a mistake, just own up to it. Especially if you're actually if you actually fucked up, own up to the fact that you fucked up. Apologize for it if you actually care enough to apologize, and then just fucking move on. You know, it's as simple as that. But like, this entire concept of being canceled just for stating your opinion, and in a way, like, I don't think what I said is damaging in any way. Because like I said, being a trans
you're
woman,
very selective with what you say, but they always like tag on shit to you. They'll say you mean this, and you didn't mean that. You know?
Being a trans woman is different from being a cisgender woman. Like, that's a fact. It's different experiences, and trying to erase that is not fair to trans women. So, like I said, I think these people claim that they're allies, but they're not. They're not actually allies, or it's people who are trans and they have like this really radical way of thinking. And it's like, if you don't think the way that I want you to think, you're a transphobe. Just like all the people who are like, if you buy that Harry Potter game, you're automatically a transphobe. And I'm like, that is a ridiculous sentiment to have. And that kind of radical thinking, I don't like radicals in any regard, right? That kind of radical thinking is what pushes people away from your cause. And regardless of how you may feel about cis people, as a trans person, you need cis people as allies, just like black people need white people as allies. It is what it is, man. Just like women need men as allies. Like, it is what it is. You can feel however way you want to feel about it, but that's just reality. But it's just my opinion, so whatever.
I feel you.
I agree.
And J.K. Rowling, I don't think her views are insane or radical at all.
I think she's a turf. No, like I do think she's a turf for sure, but
I don't remember exactly what they were, what she said.
Trans exclusionary radical feminist, because she's interacted with people who are a lot more blatant about their dislike of trans people to the point where they're like setting up funds to deregulate certain things. So it's just like she's definitely a fucking transphobe, but at the same time, like there's nothing any of us can do to that woman. She's rich. She's rich.
Billionaire.
She's set up for the rest of her life. What you gonna do? Get it off Twitter? Who fucking cares, man? And like it's very, very silly. It's very silly. Like it's okay to be upset about it and want to talk about it for sure, like 100%, man. But at the end of the day, like there is absolutely nothing any of us can do when it comes to any of these people saying and doing awful things. And that's just something that I've had to accept is like there's nothing I can do about this person being racist. There's nothing I can do about this person being sexist. Like I can try to address them, but at the end of the day, they're going to continue having their thinking and their viewpoint. So whatever, they're going to continue thriving and existing. I went on the stream of this dude who was like a literal racist. Like he was saying all the racist rhetoric. He was like, black women don't play games. I don't find black women attractive. Actually, I find them very ugly. Wow. Black people are criminals, all that crazy shit. And I was just like, you know, that's your perspective, whatever. You know, like what am I supposed to do? Try to change this guy's mind? No, come on now. Get angry
but people
at him?
Can change.
What's the point?
This is what you told me that you know, people
can change if they want to change.
If they want to.
Like if this guy, he had a very specific audience and he wanted someone to come on and act up in order to prove his rhetoric that black people are ghetto and you can't have a conversation with them. I went on there knowing that's what he wanted, and I gave him the exact opposite. And I was very calm the entire time I was discussing these topics with him. And it's just like I said, there is nothing I can do about the fact that he's racist. It is what it is.
I'm surprised you actually walked into that environment, you know, because that's a setup from the get-go. And the fact that you actually stood your ground.
Well, yeah, I wasn't concerned at all.
Luca, was that the dude who was like calling out for women?
Yeah.
Like if any women want to talk to me, I remember seeing a tweet or something.
Like he was so blatant about it, but it's like I said, he was doing it specifically for his audience to get someone to come in, act a fool, and then he could be like, "Look, see, I was right. These monkeys don't have any regard for anything." Like he was saying crazy rhetoric like that. I was just like, this guy is crazy. But his chat was upset with him when we were done because he was like, "No, I mean, she was kind of cool, man. She's kind of based. I don't know." And I'm just like, "See?" So it's like, come on, it's whatever, man. I feel for them genuinely, but there is nothing you can do about J.K. Rowling. So
that's a great comment. This guy said, he said, "Why should society have to reform for less than 1% of the population? It's insanity to do so, but here we are." It's true. It's always like a tiny. It's always like I can't explain it. How such, like he says, 1%. If that's the correct number, I don't know the correct number, but let's just say it's that. Like
it's less than 1%.
So less than 1% has the power to completely flip shit on its ass and change everything. Like, we're talking sports, everything that it comes with. Like, it's crazy.
It's pretty crazy when you put it that way. It's crazy. You think about
That's crazy thinking about like that. Like, dude, really?
Yeah, it's like I said, the entire thing is they should I don't know. They have to speak up. These female athletes have to actually speak up and say something. They have to show some solidarity, you know? So.
Yeah, I mean, it's good conversation as always. I just, I've always called it mental illness, and I, that might be the wrong thing to say, but listen, it is what it is, man. My opinion doesn't really matter. Like you guys said, like nothing's gonna change anything. I can say what I want to say. This is how I feel, but it's not gonna change nothing. It is what it is, bro. I really think people are sick, man. I think a bunch of shit goes into it. I think this whole social media shit, and it's just like
that's what it is, bro.
Listen, I'm not saying there wasn't trans or none of this shit going on before, because there was, but like it's an absolute explosion because it's like what's in right now. It's like it's like a lot of these.
It's a lot of young people who are exposed to a lot of new information at once, and unfortunately, they don't have the space or avenue in order to make mistakes and grow and learn who they are. You know, it's like why you see a lot of them put all of their information in their profile where it's like mentally ill, depression. They put their pronouns in their profile. They state like what their sexual orientation is. They do all that stuff because they see that behavior reflected in other people.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, it's like they're so young, they do not understand the concept of nuance, that you know, you can have an opinion about something, but that doesn't make you inherently a bad person. Like, it's like if you don't go with the popular narrative, people are on your ass. They're going to cancel you. Even with people who are considered left-leaning, if you don't follow the script on every single social issue, they'll get you out of here, which is unfortunate. But that's like, you know, people are making that decision to do that. And I think it's silly because it's like, come on, like, this person's going to be perfectly fine, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Bro,
You're
and
right.
the other thing is, along with that is pronouns. Someone said in the chat. That shit right there, dude. When I seen that in Tiny Tina's, it's like we've already been arrived at.
You
this
could
point.
change that. It has
But-
it in there.
It's just it's a bunch of catering. It's all it is. It's catering, and this is why nothing changed, because they're catering to the small majority. Like what do we do? Like we've already opened up so many doors and literally changed doors and like all this shit. Like I'm not against it, but like, you know, when it starts to affect, like, you know, like a somebody winning or getting a scholarship, like now it's like enough's enough with this shit, man. Like, come on, man.
It's not only affecting these people, Blaze. It's affecting themselves, because a lot of these folks, like Lucas said, like this thing has become kind of like trendy. And
yeah,
a lot
they're called transgenders.
yeah, like a lot of people just randomly out of nowhere, they're just, oh, I'm trans now. And this thing is very dangerous. It's very dangerous, and here's why. Because when you make this decision, a lot of this stuff is not reversible. Like if you go through one of these, like, you know, transitional surgeries or whatever, which by the way are like still experimental in nature. They still don't have it like down to like a complete science. Like they're still trying new shit out. You mangle your entire body, and then some folks are filled with regret afterwards. So many people have like this transition regret, and they end up like killing themselves. It's insane, like how
really
many
sad
cases there are of this, and it's an irreversible decision, which is why like we need to educate our children. You know, all the children in your family, your nieces, your
Listen,
nephews,
I don't
your
give
little
a fuck
cousins. Make sure they know what's up, because
you can do whatever you want to your body, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but as an adult, like they're letting kids do this shit.
I think they should wait for they should wait for them to be adults. That's how I feel about it too, because it's like you're not even people who because I do follow some trans YouTubers and stuff. Like even if they knew, there can be other people who are not sure, you know. And I just think that it would probably be better to wait. But you know what? I'm not trans, so what do I know? I don't know.
That's the thing
Rev,
too.
what do you
is
like with this, Rev?
Or if Rev hasn't said anything, so
Yeah.
Continue, Erica.
no, I was just gonna say, you know, Lucas said, I mean, we're not trans, we don't understand, and that's kind of how I see it. Is like it may sound off the wall, it may sound like, what's the big deal? Like, why can't you just be called she or him or
right?
And I actually, in case anybody doesn't know, my podcast, my co-host they go by they,
non-binary?
them, non-binary. And I've talked to them multiple times about it. You know, what goes into that? What made you decide this? And so I got a lot of insight on it. And so I understand that I'm not going to understand, you know, because they would say things like, yeah, I didn't like this, and being called she and being this. Right. And I'm over here like, I never even thought of that. Like that never, you know, crossed my mind, and it just kind of blew my mind. So
that's why I'm telling you, it's a completely different life experience, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like
we don't get it.
My best friend, like Alex, they are also non-binary. So I go to them and I'm like, I don't understand. Like, I don't get a lot of this stuff. It doesn't make sense to me. Can we talk about it? And they are like, of course, willing to have this conversation with me. They're white. They come to me about issues with Black people. They're like, can we talk about this? I'm like, yeah, let's talk about it. You know? At the end of the day, like, as long as you respect them, it should be fine. Like I'm not like some of the people in the chat, I don't know, kind of wilding in my opinion. I'm not transphobic, so I don't agree with a lot of
Definitely not
sentiments. No. But at the end of the day, it's like when it comes to this specific topic with Leah Thomas, I do not think she should be allowed to compete with cisgender women. That's how I feel about this particular topic. But other topics involving trans people, I might have a different perspective.
Right.
Yeah,
and that's
like
totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the main issue, really. It's the sports thing.
Yeah.
It's the sports thing, yeah.
Because it's just facts are facts. I mean, men, if they're born a man, they're going to be stronger than me. It's just, it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about it.
Yeah.
What's up, Rev?
What you thinking, Rev?
Nothing. Are we done? We done with the trans?
Oh man.
Let's move on.
God damn, we got some females in the chat. Let's go, man. Let's open it up. Blaze, pull the
No, for sure. No, I just
what else
look
you
at
got? What else you got?
I wanted to everybody get their, let them get it off. You know what I mean? That's it.
I'll tell you what. Let's shake it up a little bit, okay? Let's get into our usual.
Shake it up,
okay?
baby.
Shake it up.
Number one, Luca, where is your cam at?
I don't have a cam.
Why not?
Why not? I haven't gotten one yet. I don't even have my setup ready.
Is that really the reason?
Yes, you don't.
Are you uncomfortable? Are you uncomfortable being on cam? Be real.
I was on cam when I was doing schoolwork and Zoom classes, so no.
So you're perfectly comfortable with it?
I'm good with it. But, at the same time, there is a reason why I don't show myself off very often on social media. I get a lot of weird comments.
Yeah, she does.
Every time.
Like what?
Every single
like
time.
What?
Someone asked me if I did femdom. Female domination.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's what?
Okay, let me
that?
shut this camera
Where
off
did
for a
that come
second.
from?
I was just like, oh, okay, all right, cool, stuff like that. And it's just like I'm not comfortable discussing certain sexual things, especially not with strangers online. So I'm very mindful with what I do and what I say. Someone else sent me saying, "I'll pay you to talk shit to me."
What?
Oh shit! Like just stuff like that. So it's like for me, it's like there is some kind of like I don't know if I want to deal with like the comments that'll come with that. If that makes sense.
Yeah, once you do it, you do it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about sex.
Get used to it.
So I want since you girls are here, I want to ask you this. So, Erica, we'll start with you.
What's up?
First off, how long have you been with your guy?
Ooh, we're going on 7 years married.
Mm-hmm.
We've been together since 2007.
Oh, stupid.
How many years is that? 14?
That's funny.
15, going on
14,
15 years.
15.
I've been with him a long time.
Okay, so that's a long time. Okay,
Long
can
time.
you remember the best cold approach a guy ever threw at you?
Cold approach?
Cold approach, just walked up to get your name and get your number. Is there a case where you can remember like that? If so, what was the best one?
The best one? Well, I had an instance when a guy I went to school with saw me at Walmart just looking at the back of me. He didn't know it was me. And he came up to me and started talking to me. He said it was because of my ass. Not right up front. He didn't say that as the first thing out of his mouth, but when he realized it was me, he's like, "Oh, it's you. I know you." But he didn't know it was me from the back. And then later, like maybe the next day we hung out or whatever, he told me.
So that worked.
Yeah,
I mean, we hung out. Yeah, we hung out. Yeah.
Okay.
Shout out to that guy.
We dated a little bit. Yeah. Yeah.
How about you, Luca? Can you remember?
I put that in the notebook. Thank you.
No, I can't. I can't remember a specific instance like that or anything like that. That's funny.
Do you like cold approaches? I'll tell you what. When is it appropriate? When do you girls feel it's appropriate for a dude to just walk up? Now, as far as attraction goes, naturally, I'm sure attraction plays a factor. Like, you ain't trying to have some ugly dude come up and ask you, period. But for a dude to be attractive, I get there's a time and a place, like the gym.
Don't come up to
I
me
would
in the
never
gym.
do a cold approach in the gym.
Yeah.
Because if you get shot down, that makes for a very awkward workout environment from that point on. Where do you feel it's appropriate? Where's the best places for a guy to just come up and get your name, get your number?
In settings that are deemed socially appropriate for that. So
such as
a bar, if you're out
bar?
at a club, stuff like that. You know, like it's generally when it
supermarket
happens.
when you're shopping.
Yeah, I've had guys approach me at the supermarket. I'm just like, oh, this is interesting, but like, no, thank you. You know,
Mhm.
for me, it really depends on what I'm looking for at the time. So it's like if I just want to fuck around with
At
a
the
guy.
time. Oh.
We all have our moods. It's okay.
Yeah, no, no.
What do you mean?
What do you mean at the
No,
time?
she's absolutely right. Sometimes,
Yeah.
Okay.
Like what you
sometimes,
Nothing,
yo, something happens in one situation and you hate it, and then the next day you're in a completely different mood. Same thing happens, you're fine
Right.
with it.
Right.
Happens all the time.
mean? Yeah, like okay. Anyway,
Yeah,
it
continue,
depends.
continue,
It
Luca.
depends on like what my mood is, right? So if it's just like if I want something casual, it's fine. But if it's like I'm not interested in a relationship, or I'm looking for something more meaningful, then it's kind of like I don't know. We'll see how this goes. So I don't know. It depends on the situation.
Is it the workout environment, Rev? Like you said, like being awkward. Now you got to work out and like worry about somebody being over your shoulder, or is it just?
I don't feel like that's. I feel like that's the last place you should do a cold approach. I'm not saying you can't. Like if she's giving you signals, absolutely. But if she's not giving you nothing, if there's no eye contact, nothing like that, I personally wouldn't do it. Not at
Yeah.
the gym. Yeah. You
The
know?
only thing you guys say is that I hear a lot of people do actually hook up with people they go to the gym with all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say like because like they're wearing, you know, it's like they're doing certain poses and it's like damn, like well,
You got to get
definitely-
that
it
confirmation
depends on
though.
the
That
person,
confirmation.
yeah.
Look.
yeah.
Yeah. See, me, I've always been taken when I started going to the gym. So like, I wasn't really hit on or anything, but I would have guys try and help me like with my what's the word
Machines?
I'm looking for? Like a certain machine.
Your
yeah.
form.
My form. There you go.
Right.
I had a dude
right.
help me with that, and he tried to get me to like squat. He's like, "You got to pop your butt out a little bit,
Oh.
you know, get your butt out." And stuff like that. And you know, I'm there to work out, and I don't mind the help. But like, if I had been single, I would have assumed, oh, maybe he's trying to hit on me, you know, and that would have bothered me because I'm like, I'm here to work out. So yeah, it's like a time and a place.
Yeah,
Kinda
like
thing,
I'm
of
at the
course.
gym to like get shit done and then leave. I'm not trying to hook up with anybody. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if the dude's like really good looking though?
situation
mean-
hasn't happened yet. So
Yeah.
Like I said, I was married at the time, so I didn't even think about it. But
Okay, so
You know.
all right, so let me ask you this. We're going to transition right into this. So I was having a conversation with the guys at work about this. Is it unfaithful if you're with a woman, with a man? Okay, you're in a relationship. Is it unfaithful to be tempted to have sex with somebody else? You didn't do it. You were tempted to do it. You thought about doing it, but at the end, you resisted. Isn't that still being faithful?
okay, well
I
I'm not
don't know.
married, so I might have a different perspective than Erica. As long as you don't do anything, it should be fine. But
Right.
you know, it like depends on who it is that you're having these thoughts about. So if it's someone you interact with on like a regular basis, you should probably consider setting up some boundaries so you don't accidentally cross that line or deliberately cross the line, whatever, because you're having those thoughts about that person.
Yep.
But if it's like some random on the street and you're like, damn, I would fuck the shit out of her. Like it's whatever, dude.
Well,
You know?
yeah, that's a concept.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's like whatever. So I think it's fine as long as you don't cross any lines, but different perspectives. I'm not married.
Yeah.
what
do you
kind of
think, Erica?
temptation we talking? Like what's
Temptation,
what's
like
happening?
you talk to a guy, it's a coworker. Let's say you work with a guy, okay?
Okay.
There's definitely chemistry, okay? But you got your man, you're faithful, but you think about it. You think about it a lot. But you don't do it. You resist the urge. Isn't that the definition of being faithful?
Yeah, because you're resisting the
Because
temptation.
you're resisting the temptation.
If you guys are friends and it's not flirty and you kind of think he's cute, he's hot, you think about what it would be like, I don't see nothing wrong with that. But if you're in an emotional relationship and it's kind of getting a little,
Now you're feeding.
touchy feely,
Right,
have to
right. Yeah.
Set
And you're-
boundaries.
right? If there's
Right.
no boundaries and you're alone in the coffee room and having a coffee break, and then he touches you and you're touching him, that's a temptation that you're playing with fire. So
Yeah.
if the boundary's not there, then I don't think it's. I mean,
Yeah, but Rev,
if
Rev,
it is there, it's not cheating.
Once these thoughts come in the head, right? They're gonna come back. If you keep running into the same person.
What? How do you avoid a coworker?
Yeah.
If you work with the person, how do you avoid them?
I know that's what's
sexual chemistry. The chemistry is not going to go away.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but the definition of being faithful is to be tempted by it.
Absolutely.
If you're not tempted, it's not faithful, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Rev, like you said, faith is without temptation or being tested is not faith. It's not faith at all. Like they say all the time, people are only as faithful as their options. Yeah, you're a faithful ass man. That's because women don't want your ass. Let you be one of these guys who, women throw themselves all over. Then let's see how faithful you are, right? It happens all the time. People, you see, like on these shows, like these 400-pound loser shows, whatever. I don't even know what they're called, but like these people get fit, and then the person who was with them the whole time they were fat, they dump them. It's like, bro, like you're only with that person because they're the only person who would accept you. Now you got options, so you're gonna go and explore different things. And ultimately, Rev, I think people should be judged by their actions. By their actions.
I agree.
By their actions. I want to slap the shit out of countless people on a daily basis, but I don't. I goose fraba, I woo-saw, and I'm good, and nobody gets slapped up. About men being tempted by, dude, like this might sound crazy to women out there, but you seeing a woman in the street and thinking, I'd fuck the shit out of her. Like, that's a very common occurrence. That happens
all the time.
Unless a woman is like fucking hideous, that's probably what you're thinking. like I'm sorry, it happens. But are we going around, just fucking kidnapping chicks and we're not doing that. We think
hello.
You have a little. We're not doing any crazy things, but I mean, yeah, you think, oh yeah, I'd hit that. It's harmless unless you actually do something crazy or cheat on your spouse or whatever. It's whatever, man. People are their actions, not necessarily their thoughts. We all have crazy thoughts, and everybody has evil and good in them.
At the end of the day, it's human nature. Your actions speak louder than your words.
Yeah, it's just your thoughts. It's just, I mean, you're still human. Even though you're taken, you're still attracted to what you're attracted to. And if you see somebody, or you might think in your head, you talk to them a little bit, I wonder what they'd be like. But that doesn't mean I'm going to go find out.
Yeah. It's like, do you want to ruin the life that you built with your partner over just like, this person's good looking? I mean, what if they don't fulfill your other emotional needs? Because we all have them. So, I don't know. As long as you don't cheat, it's fine. Go ahead.
But you throw a bad couple of months on that scenario. Things ain't going right.
I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's like the 80-20% thing. I don't know if you've heard of that, where it's like you're with somebody that's not your husband or your wife, and they're amazing, right? It's like, oh, it's so great. Like, they're so pretty. They're so this and that. But that's only 20%. You're going to maybe have sex or something, and then it's over. But the 80% you have at home that loves you and is there for you and they take care of you, they love you no matter what, that 80% is always going to be there. You lose that,
man.
You're done.
Grass is not always greener on the other side, Like, just be.
Shit, as long as it's a little green.
So here's the real question. Here's the real question, ladies. Is porn cheating?
No.
Why?
No.
Tell me why. If your man, let's say your man is looking at other women getting off when you're not around, you don't find that personally offensive? If not, why?
Luca, you go first.
Sure, because women look at porn too. So, like,
I feel like a lot more men look at porn than women.
You would be surprised by how many women watch porn.
I feel like it's still a lot more men. Like, if we did a percentage, I guarantee you it's 20% more men.
What you think? It's 60-40?
I don't.
I would say over 50%.
It has to be. It has to be way more.
I'm thinking more like 70-30.
More like 100 to 60, 100 to 50. I don't know.
And not just looking at it, but the consistency. I think
getting
men are
off
probably
to it. There's a difference between looking and getting off to it. I'm talking about your man alone in the room while you're not there, looking at other women, getting off to it.
No, I don't think it's a problem.
Why?
Bro, I mean, is he gonna go out and meet Mia Malkova on the street? Like, come on, it's not an issue. Like,
Yeah.
You don't think it's an issue at all?
they're performers. Like,
I
it's
think
a
it's the
job.
same video game argument. Like, are you gonna go kill people in the street because you murdered people in GTA?
I feel like that's pretty different. I feel like that's pretty different.
I don't know, man.
Because if you say, okay, if somebody tells me, okay, you're allowed, you can just go out in the street and shoot this guy, I'm not gonna do it.
I probably
Yeah,
would. Though.
I got no reason
I
to.
probably would.
You probably what?
Moving on.
Yeah, it's because you're a psycho. I'm not. Okay, but
Bro, I got a hit
now,
list that
you
if
tell that same guy, that's beaten off, hey, you can go F this porn star. 99% chance he's gonna go do it.
Yeah, but like,
Oh,
when
of
is
course.
he gonna get that opportunity? I don't do the whole what ifs. Like, it's most likely not gonna happen, so it's not cheating to me. Like, I don't care.
Okay, all right. So you have no issue with it. How about you, Erica?
It used to bother me,
Hey,
like the
but you
beginning of the
accepted
relationship.
it.
Yeah, because it's just one of those things where it's like, all guys
gonna
do
happen.
it. It's gonna happen. I just gotta be secure
Mm-hmm.
and not get upset. I think what bothered me more, I'm gonna put my husband's business out there. He had just random pictures in his phone of like chicks, and I found them one day.
Are they
Not
New
Not
chicks
people
or
he knew.
internet chicks?
Internet chicks,
Oh, okay.
not people he
Okay.
knew. So it wasn't like that. But that bothered me more than him thinking he's looking at videos. I don't know why. I think because he saved them.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, what the hell is this? You know, but this was like years ago. I mean,
Mhm.
we weren't even married yet. And I was kind of hurt by it for whatever reason. It hurt me. But I think just over time, you talk about it, you accept that, okay, this is what he does. I don't want him to have to hide from me. I don't want to, make him ashamed or feel bad. It's just, I love him, and it's just, it's normal. It's human
You gotta
nature.
accept. That's
gotta
Erica,
accept it.
men are pigs. We're all pigs. We're
Right.
sorry. We're all
He
pigs.
still loves me, right? He's still with
Interesting to hear
me.
your perspective
So.
on that. That's really interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a struggle for me for a little bit, but I mean, as time goes on, I'm in my late 30s now. We're married. I'm freaking having his baby, so it's like I'm just sort of like, whatever.
now
I'm
how about
not
this?
innocent.
How
I'm
about
not
this?
innocent. I've looked at porn,
You
so.
find out your man is donating money to cancer.
That's different.
Yeah,
That's different.
That's
That's
a different
different.
story.
Yeah, no, that's
Why is it different? Tell
because
me
like,
why.
okay, so porn. Okay, first of all, I will never understand anyone paying for porn when there's like you have access to so much. Just so much is out there that's free. That's still good, right? Donating to like an OnlyFans star, for me, it's just like you're giving your financial backing to some random chick on the internet. Like, I'm not okay with that.
Mhm.
But like,
So
if,
you'd have a serious problem with that.
I don't know if it'd be a serious problem. I probably would just talk to them about it. Like, I don't know if it would escalate to like a screaming match. We have like these huge issues. Like, imagine we have money problems and I find out they.
You sure?
That shit would be so damn funny.
Your OnlyFans addiction is crippling us.
Literally though, but yeah, I think that's different because it's like you are giving money to some other woman. I think that's different. Like,
He's
Say, that's
supporting
how it
her.
be,
He's
though.
supporting
Yeah.
her pockets.
Yeah.
As a man, you're a
Money
provider,
problems.
and you're providing for another woman. That's crazy.
That's basically what you're doing. You're providing for her
Yeah.
living. Yeah.
And getting nothing in return.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. And in fact,
Well,
I think it works vice
the
versa
same with
too.
The stripper, right?
Oh, yeah, but you don't think that your wife would be upset that you're at the strip club throwing dollars?
I'm gonna say you're
You
throwing
know?
money away, right? That's like your wife going
No,
to the
ab-
casino.
absolutely.
And,
The wife doesn't like me looking at porn.
Brother, I think it
So
works
a
both ways
stripper, she
too.
loses
But
her
does
mind.
she like the casino, right?
The who?
The
Oh,
Casino.
women love the casino. They get free drinks.
No, I'm saying it's like the same equivalent as your wife going to casino and spending your savings, going through everything,
But
putting you guys in the
that's not on
red.
another
If
man.
she's
the money.
spending her
Nah, that's
money,
like
Well,
Not on a
no, I'm
man.
talking about in terms of like
Different.
the money
Very
you're
different.
losing is vibes. What I'm talking about.
it's more like your woman spending your money on a hotel room with the next man with August Alsina. But listen, I think because Erica, I think is spot. I'm not a woman, obviously, but if I was a woman, I think I would be bothered by a man. But ultimately, like I said to Erica earlier, we're all fucking pigs, and it's something that we need to accept. And like we try our best, but we're all fucking pigs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a man finding out that his woman is paying for some dude's OnlyFans would be fucking devastating. My life would be destroyed.
Yeah,
I'm
that's an issue too. Yes.
brother. You're giving this man money to show you what? Oh my god.
Oh, dude. Oh, it's done. That's a wrap.
Yeah, I definitely think that's
that's a wrap.
That's just as bad. That's just as bad.
Yeah, yeah, we're done.
Yeah, so like I said, as long as it's like nothing like if I found out my dude was donating to Amaranth, I'd be like, I understand, but like don't do that shit, man.
Like imagine Luca.
That's a really
imagine
cool way of going about it. You know what I mean?
Imagine it's your birthday, Luca, and he's kind of coming up short on the tab. You're
Yeah.
like, what? And you find out his money went to that.
All that money went to Amaranth's fucking her
It's a wrap.
what is it? Her fart jars? Wasn't it?
Oh my god. Oh.
Crazy shit, man. I don't know.
The problem is nowadays guys got apps with like a different icon that opens up a whole.
Oh yeah, hidden folders, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, by the way, Luca, women are selling fart NFTs now.
Oh well, I don't know what to say.
Oh,
I don't know what to say. Like I mean,
Get you some, man.
if there's a market for it, people will be there for it. It's like the
What
entire
the fuck?
concept of like women having OnlyFans, and
Right.
I had a discussion about this on Gaming with Personas channel, where it's just like, do you have an issue with women doing that stuff? And I'm like I said, I have a different perspective than other people. I really do not care. It does not affect me in any sort of way. People are going to believe whatever they believe about women in general. So like, if this chick wants to get her coins, whatever.
Yep.
I wouldn't do it. And I have been offered money to show stuff, and I'm just like, no, thank you. So,
Really?
yes.
When it comes to this stuff, I respect all women that are out there getting the dollar, and if you're hustling simps for it, all the better, because I think simps should suffer. It's unacceptable behavior.
You telling me nobody's tried to pay you, Erica? Like, really?
Seriously? I
mean,
don't know.
she's
Stop
also-
it.
she's
Stop
also-
it.
She's also married, and there's like
Yeah.
a different degree there. Like some men are like, I will respect the fact that she's married, so I'm not going to say
Yeah.
anything.
I think that's really what
I
was
think
just talking about
that's
this.
probably what it is. It's because
Yeah.
you're married.
I was just
I
talking
think
about
that
this
is a
on my
big part of it.
stream. Like, yeah, I think being on YouTube and doing all of this, it's been like a protection in a way. I've had a couple of weirdos, but nothing like that. Like nobody's been offering to like pay me or they want pictures or nothing like that. No.
I'm actually surprised.
Why?
It just surprises me. I would, with the way the internet is, my God.
Yeah. Then again, like I think you have to be my friend on Twitter to DM me. You know, there's that stuff too. It's not like they
Are
can
your
just
DMs
message
that
me.
open?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
No.
because everything you do on Twitter is public. So like I've seen pictures of chicks and I've went to comment and I'm like, oh my God, I can't comment on this. Everybody's gonna roast the F out of me for this. You know what I mean? So
You look
I
thirsty.
I let it go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've
Some
been
folks
pretty
we know
lucky,
get
I
caught
think.
doing that a lot.
Most people don't know I'm a chick, so I don't really get that many DMs. It's only when I show myself.
Those are the
Yeah, what's
best
this
tweets
I hear
to
about you being
Luca.
a 11-year-old white dude?
Oh yeah. I've had many people
Yeah.
say some, things to the like it just doesn't make any sense. Like people hear me on podcasts and their first thought, why'd they let this teenage boy on? Does that even make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make fucking sense that
Did
would
you go
happen?
in the treasure chest, bring out
You
those
know,
comments
like,
when you first came on?
Yeah, it's just like it's very, very silly. So, and it's like once people find out I'm a woman, they don't automatically connect, oh, she's black too. They don't automatically figure that out. So, it is what it is. I don't really care. So,
Yeah, black
Can I
people
just be
thought
real
Luca
to the
was
game
white.
right now?
They thought
If
I
I was a
joke.
girl, I would have the world in my fucking
You'd
palm.
be a dirty, nasty,
I'll just keep it-
disease spreading whore. We already know, Blaze.
All right.
Oh,
Just letting you
man.
know, I would have whatever I want when I want. Period. That's
Bro,
it.
I would be.
Oh my
No dignity
God.
day, Blaze. You would have no dignity.
Absolutely. Maybe because
Very-
it's the
Sleep around with anything that has
very
money.
easy money, But I
Yeah,
also
how
think
much?
there
It
is,
Okay.
is.
for me, it's like just
Oh,
from the
man.
outside looking in, I'm just like, I wonder if that has like a psychological effect on somebody, like doing stuff like that,
It does. It does.
so-
It has to.
Yeah,
it
it
has
has
to.
to.
A lot of
Because
these
they
female
think they-
porn stars commit suicide. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of these sex workers do stuff like that. Dude, you can Google it. Like,
What
there's
porn
a
stars
few.
have committed suicide?
Recently, there's one called Dakota Sky, I think it was called, her name. And then
Did you ever get
August.
off to her, man?
God damn it, it was some. No, actually, no, I'm not into that kind of girl. I have a specific category I look up when I hit up the sites. You feel me?
What is that?
She wasn't on that. She
What's
wasn't
the
on that.
category?
What's the category?
I like the
what's your favorite
BBW.
category, buddy?
I like the BBWs.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a
What is
BBW
that?
guy.
What is that?
Fat chicks.
Big, beautiful
Dude, stop
women,
lying.
right?
No, I'm dead ass serious. I like fat chicks.
What does
You
that
like
stand
you
for?
like your girls be
August Ames, that's her name. August Ames. She committed suicide a few years ago. Somebody said it in the chat. And yeah, stuff like this happens actually all the time. It's just you don't really hear about it.
What the
I
Do
think it
you?
stands for-
Oh, BBW stands for Big Beautiful Woman.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think I
Oh,
got
wait,
it.
how big we talking here?
How do
man?
I know
Well,
that?
well, the thing is, here's the thing. It's a
Do you
How do
know
I
that?
know that? I don't know. I don't know.
Probably from your chat, man.
Maybe.
the thing about
How
that
big we
cat.
talking?
The thing about that category, Rev, is that category varies, right? Because what's fat to some people is not fat to other people. So you'll see some regular thick-looking chicks in
They're
that
like
category,
chips.
and then other chicks are like,
That's true. That's true.
a whale. And I'm not into that. I'm not into the whales, but I'm into. I like a little junk in the trunk. I like a little meat on the bones.
You like
Yeah,
them
but
thick.
you specifically search big.
Oh, absolutely. Because that's where you find them. Because unless a girl is like super thin, she's fat. Like according to people, you know what I mean? Like it'll be like a very normal looking girl, and be like, oh, she's a BBW. Like, bro, she's just a normal looking girl. But that's just how it is. Actually, it's not my fault. They categorize it like that.
Interesting. What
Yeah,
do you
man.
search, Big Cloud?
I like them thick with
Oh.
4 C's. 4 C's.
What do you search, Bit? I want to hear this.
Pog?
Uh-huh.
What's
What
that?
is
Fat ass
that?
white girl.
Fat ass white girl.
White girl.
Fat ass white girl.
Pretty ass white girl.
pretty-
Oh.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
really what you search? Or are you just saying
course.
that?
Pogs are the best.
What do you think I search, Erica?
We're asking
I
you.
was there. What do you think I search?
It
No,
sounds
we're
like
asking
it
you.
sounds like he's trying to like talk like. Did you hear the way he said that, Erica? What do you think I search, Erica? Like,
Oh my God.
All right, here we
It
go.
looks like he was
Wow.
trying to be
Here
a
we
Mac.
go.
You see that?
You trying to talk smooth a bit, Clown? What's going
Yeah,
on?
yeah, that's what it sounded like. What do you search, Bit?
I just said it.
I'll say it again.
Fat ass white girl.
I think you're just copying the chat because somebody
White
in
girl-
the chat said
white
that.
girls-
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't. That's isn't that pretty much.
Okay.
Nah, it's a popular category.
It's
It's
actually that's where I go.
Yeah.
Interracial is another.
Okay, so Bit has a certain taste.
Interracial is another.
Interesting. Awful quiet over there,
This chat.
Mr. Plastic Toy Man.
Come on, bro.
Silicone
Really?
Toy Man. I'm
Blaze.
sorry.
Listen, you
Can
know
I-
what I
Yes,
search.
yes.
Oh.
You know what I search. I ain't gonna
Plastic.
tell you.
No, I don't
No.
know. I don't know what you said.
The pies. That's what you search
Big
for.
Cloud, listen, man. If you had that plastic
You
toy,
big
you'd be
toys,
in heaven.
boy. That's what fuck you search, boy. Fuck out of here.
That's
You'd
so
be in
funny.
heaven, boy. But no, look, I
You was
prefer.
proud to sell with that damn toy.
Depends
weren't
if it's like, I like, I like my little. Listen, man. Hey, I go down the rabbit hole sometimes. Gotta
That's
love
funny.
them. You gotta love a great.
you? Oh,
Gotta love a
man.
great cream pie here or there, man. Hey, listen, man. I jump down the rabbit hole a lot, bro. I rather keep, Listen, I search. You know what I mean? I search for shit. Man. You gotta
know what,
freshen
like,
it up.
boo, no worries.
You know what, Blaze?
Yeah.
I didn't know what that was at first.
Aw,
What?
Erica.
I really didn't. I
Wait,
was like,
what?
His cream pie thing.
Oh my
no.
God, Erica, you're so sweet.
And then
That's-
I was streaming at the time, so my chat is like, really? Like, you didn't know? And then I had some people DM me a couple things.
Aw, that's rough,
I was
Erica.
like, nothing crazy. It was like
Yeah.
a cartoon. It was a donut, basically.
hmm
Oh, you got it
I'll
from
just-
that.
Yeah. So I was, oh, okay,
No.
that's what I thought.
Listen, the majority of guys I know, they all like fat asses. If you don't, if you like boobies, I mean, that's
It's
cool.
rare.
But
I feel like that's rare.
it is like you gotta like the cheeks. If you don't got if you don't got cheeks, you
Don't
can give
talk
me a cool
shit, Blaze.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What if they can't help it?
If they can't help it, no, that's
you
different.
can
They
go
can
do some
squat.
squats. You'll be all right.
Dude,
That's like
listen,
big
if you
tone.
don't have an
It's
ass,
flat.
you ain't never gonna have an ass.
Right.
You
You
can help
can
it
you
You
can
can
make it
help-
work.
squats, but you ain't like if your ass doesn't show in clothes, you can squat day and night till you're blue in the face. You ain't
Yep.
never gonna have an ass in clothes.
Yo, not for nothing
It'll
though.
look
Solid
good when you're
Rev.
naked, but in clothes it ain't never gonna show.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say, Rev. Because
Yeah.
sometimes girls, they don't look that impressive, and then it's like, oh shit, I didn't know you was even
Yeah.
packing this. Okay,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Sometimes it's deceiving, man.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah,
It's your
you ever,
genetics too.
Rev, you ever walk by a
Sometimes it
girl?
looks better in the pants. You ever had
Right.
that?
Yeah,
That sucks.
Now you're like,
That sucks because it's disappointing.
What
Yeah,
happened?
that's a fact.
Why
That's
does
a
it look?
fact.
Been
It
lied
looks
to.
smaller, or like it has issues.
The wrapper looks better than what's inside.
There you go. The contents.
It
Like
doesn't.
with,
it
with
doesn't.
the tight pants, it almost like it shapes it, and then when
It's
you
false
wrap it
advertisement.
around,
It's false
the
advertisement.
shape goes
That
away.
that happens a lot, actually, bro.
Yes,
That happens a
it's
lot.
Very disappointing.
Yo, and these girls, some women rock these jeans that have like butt things in them, so it makes their butt look big when they have them on.
Yeah.
But they take them off and it's over. It's gone.
Not things like
Like pads.
Like pads.
Yeah, like
That's
pads.
so silly.
Yeah. And they used to look real obvious. Like they used to make them, years ago, and they looked like you look like you were wearing a diaper. It looks real stupid, but like they make really realistic looking ones these days. They'll get
I
you.
can't imagine doing that.
That is definitely false advertisement.
What a
It's
fraud.
like no tea, no shade, of course, to women who do, but it's like the women who wear so much makeup they look like a different person. You know, like
Yeah.
I was gonna
it's,
bring that up.
it's false
the
advertisement.
makeup. I was gonna ask the guys about that, like with the makeup thing. Like, is too much makeup too much? Like you just.
It's too
How do you
much.
feel about it?
Too much is too much for me.
I like makeup. I think women look nice made up, but
No,
As
they
long
do,
as
but
they
when
don't
it's
look
too
like
much,
a different person, that's what I'm
that
saying.
exactly because
Right.
women be catfishing dudes without
Yeah.
fake pictures.
Yeah.
It's like, no, the picture's real. That's what you look like, but you take all that off. That's not what you look like at all. And it's not fair, man.
Yeah, I'll give an example. There was this chick. She got, she kind of blew up on socials because she was talking about how she was like, I wish I had more baddie friends. Like, I wish my friends were as hot as I was.
I
And
saw
I was
that.
just,
What the hell?
I saw that.
yeah, she was saying that shit. And I was like looking at her, and I was like, okay. And then Slow Mo came through. That's my panel member. He was like, yeah, that girl's a 6.5. Cut it out. I was like, huh? And then I went to go look at her pictures, and it's like she uses filters. She uses makeup to the point where she looks like a different person. And like, yes, she looks good with the makeup, but without the makeup, she looks different. I'm just like, okay, like, you just got to be mindful of that stuff. Of course, if women want to wear makeup, all for it. Like, I support shout out to my sisters. I support y'all, but it is something to be mindful of, like what you're actually portraying when you put yourself out there. Kind of like those
what do they
OnlyFans
call the stuff
models,
they put on their
but-
face? Is it
Foundation?
foundation?
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the things. That's
One
what
of
But
the
that,
things.
when I
One of
see
many
that
things.
thing, like you can tell it just pounded out. Like I just hate that shit, man.
Bro, when a woman's facial like tone looks different than like, if you see her chest or her neck
Yeah.
area, that's, oh my god, I gotta
She's
go.
like,
You gotta blend,
man.
You gotta blend.
I gotta
Down
go.
the neck.
And that's another thing too. I respect a woman who's really fucking good at makeup. Like, I respect that shit. That's an art. Like that,
It is
it's
an
tough.
art, yeah,
it's hard
it's
to
hard.
do. So I respect it. But don't catfish me. That's all I'm saying.
It's a lot of work. I don't get the patience and the time.
I don't wear makeup, so.
I wear foundation, but not a lot.
Well,
I'm
it doesn't
very-
look like you. It doesn't look like you need makeup, anyways, Erica.
Aw,
I had this chick
Thank you.
wash her eyebrows completely off.
She had no eyebrows.
At the end of the night. Her eyebrows were
They were
gone.
just all drawn on.
Oh no.
Drawn.
That's funny.
I don't know how I didn't catch it.
No.
But she came in and they were washed off. I was like, what is happening here?
Yo,
Yeah, there are those chicks who draw on their
That's how you
eyebrows.
go to
Yeah.
bed.
can I ask a
Throw them
question?
bitches back on.
What's up with these chicks with the drawn-on eyebrows or the tattooed eyebrows?
But the tattoo ones, yeah.
Man,
That shit's the
Like,
weirdest one.
what do we say about that? Because no lie, like I've actually like met girls who were like super dope, but they had tatted eyebrows, and I just couldn't do it.
Okay,
Meds.
so I think they do that so they don't have to get their eyebrows done anymore,
Right.
and they just
Maintenance.
always
It's
look
maintenance.
good. Yeah,
Right.
Bro, but
This is gonna be more.
I don't
tattoo.
understand it
It's
because
gonna
I
fade.
wouldn't do it, but
Yeah.
that's the reason behind it.
look good to who? Look good to who though?
As long as it looks good for them. I mean,
Yeah.
No, that's fine.
Obviously.
I respect that. You're right. You're right.
Well,
Yeah.
If it's
Wouldn't
not
that be-
look at my girl does that. She literally does that once every 3 months. She'll tattoo someone's eyebrows. Like she went to school for this shit, and she'll make like $500 for like an hour of work. And like, dude, like I couldn't tell the difference. Like when she did the right and not the left, I'm like, which one'd you do? She's like, guess, and I guessed the wrong one. That's so.
Wow.
There you go. So I don't know.
Wouldn't that be more maintenance though for him?
Because I know some
No.
chicks
It
like
fades.
their
Tattoos don't
eyebrows.
come off, bro. This ain't Disney World, dude.
But
This
it
is
fades
insane.
eventually. It's gonna
Disney
fade. It's gonna fade over time.
What'd you say, Erica?
No,
Yeah,
I was
what
just
were
saying
you
because I know with some girls, their eyebrows are really thin. They got to pencil.
Yeah.
Them. I pencil mine a little bit, like
Yeah.
when I'm on camera and streaming and stuff, because I want them to look more like full.
Mhm.
But to get them tattooed, I don't know. You spend so much time on your makeup, like you can't
Yeah.
just put some little pencil. To me,
And
it's crazy.
and I've seen those girls as well, Erica. Like, I can tell you have eyebrows, but you kind of like add it on a little bit. Like that doesn't bother me as much. But like if your eyebrows are like straight, like if you're Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but I see
Goku,
and I see a fucking it's just such a huge turn on. So Goku turns Super Saiyan 3 and he loses his eyebrows for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, like it's just,
who's Goku
it's just
again?
a major it's just a major it's a major turn off. And also another thing too that bothers me a lot, and I need to you ladies don't do this. You ladies don't do this, so maybe you're the wrong people to ask, but there's some women, a lot of women who like they have eyebrows, right? But they like put like this super thick like paintbrush, like the eyebrows like a half an inch thick. Like
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's huge. Like they already have eyebrows, but they enlarge them and they make them look enormous. And I just why? It doesn't look good at all.
It's I mean, it doesn't look good to you. It's a
You're right.
It's a style. It's a
You're
trend.
right.
So if that's what they want to do, whatever. Like you don't have to be attracted to it, but at the end of the day, if that's what they want to do, it's whatever.
For sure. It's their bodies. They look goofy though.
You know what I hate? You know what I hate, Rev? I'll be at the store and you walk by a girl and because she's wearing like these nice spandex, bro, and you just know, God forbid you turn around, but you know it's just, well, bam, like you
there
just
is
know.
No God forbid, I'm looking.
Dudes, I can't do it no more. Like I can't
I'm looking, plain and simple.
Fuck, man. Like
I can't not look. It's a tractor beam. I have to.
I hear you, man, but I can't do a 360 on them.
Now, I'm not gonna stare at it, but I gotta turn and glance at least.
I got you, bro. But yeah, you can just tell though, Rev.
Boom. You know what I mean? Yep. I got it,
bro. But you can just tell.
I'm gonna be curious about it for like the next 10 minutes.
I know. It's
this way
bad,
I just
bro.
get it over with.
Oh yeah, you contemplate that.
Yeah. I'm surprised to hear you admit that about your eyebrows, Erica. That you color them in. Do you know what I do?
What?
I color my beard.
Really?
Do you know what I use? I don't even give a shit if the chat hears.
What
I don't even know what it is. It's the wipes. I think it's whatever she uses on her eyelashes.
I know what you're talking about.
I think it's eyeliner. No.
That's mascara.
Mascara.
Yeah, it's mascara.
Open it up.
Yeah.
And you do this right here. It's like super quick.
It's not like gloopy or like.
My beard's completely gray on the chin on both sides. I just rub it on. Boom.
Does she know you do
takes
that?
away all the gray. Yeah, she thinks it's silly. She says the gray looks good, but
okay, she doesn't mind you using her stuff.
I hate the gray.
Rev, women like the gray, bro.
Yeah, they like it. Yeah.
No.
I have a lot over here. I have a lot of gray here. Okay? A lot of gray.
You can't be bald and gray. And we're not even getting
no, that's not true. You know what? Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You're like a silver fox. Girl,
you know what?
Girls
all
like
this complains about is what the shit they like. That's what's funny, bro.
Chicks dig
all the
gray,
shit you
man.
complain about is all the shit women like. Bald with the gray little beard.
Women do not like bald. Just stop it. Okay. Okay, Luca, Erica, if I told you to draw your ideal man, would he have hair?
Yes, he would.
It depends on his race.
Oh no! Your ideal man, Luca. So you're gonna have a race in mind.
Oh well, yeah, he would have hair, but that doesn't really say anything. Like
it does. It means you prefer hair.
I prefer hair, but like Jason Statham, I think he's super hot. So he's someone what I would go for.
Thank you, Rev. Yeah, Rev, I told you.
Do you hear that? So in other words, she's like, you know what? I'd rather him have hair, but whatever. I'll take it with hair.
They can still be hot without hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
we talked about this before. Go ahead, Luca.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying though, and where you're coming from, because there's like an entire section of what is it, like products that go into men having hair. So I get it. Like I understand that it's an insecurity, and that there's women who will say something about it, but I think it really just depends on the woman. You know what I mean? And it also depends on how your face looks with the bald head. Because like if you got a cue ball head and a goofy face, it just doesn't work out. You know, it's kind of like how some guys, as soon as they shave, you're just like, ooh.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. So.
Yeah.
Look at
my case, meds. And you know what? It's always dudes telling me, bro, it's no big deal, man. And it's always a mother effer with hair. Meds, it's no big deal.
bro,
Grab a laser,
bro.
go to the bathroom and bick your head. And I want you to come on the
Solid rev. Solid rev. Say I won't come to the next podcast a cue ball. Say I won't. Say I won't.
You will, but Meds, you're gonna look hideous.
I'm gonna look fantastic because I'm a sexy motherfucker.
Yes,
Get the fuck out of here.
No, you're
Yes,
not.
sir.
You're gonna look ridiculous.
I'm gonna look mad good. I'm gonna look mad good. I'm gonna look mad good. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
And you have zero build.
I was gonna
Hey,
say.
I'm
like,
gonna show you my build later. You wrong about that.
No.
Oh, whoa.
I'm not-
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, pause.
Okay.
Oh.
So
But yeah,
I mean,
it depends on the face,
yeah,
the
it depends
body.
on the
There's a
face.
lot.
well, okay, Rev, are you? So you're bald? Like
I'm balding, yes.
balding? Oh,
And
okay.
It haunts my dreams, yes.
No, I can completely understand where you're coming from. Yeah, for sure.
Well, thank
Look
you, Luca.
I'm gonna tell you guys a story. Okay, I went down to Florida to meet Rev. Everybody knows this. Okay,
Mhm.
Rev's like, "Where's your old lady?" "Oh, she went to McDonald's." So, whatever. She picked me back up, and I seen Rev. Like I told the story, but they don't know. Rev was all fucking nice and tan. You know what I mean? He's come out. He had no hat on, bald. I said, "Look, there's just certain things I don't want my girl seeing. That's one of them. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna let this Hercules guy come on and say, 'Hey, how you doing, man? Get your ass back in your house and sit on your damn couch, dude. That's
Oh,
it.
funny.
You know what I mean?"
So you
But-
were feeling like she would be checking out Rev?
No, look it. My girls always said, oh, Rev, like she always, she thinks Rev, is a good looking guy, bro. But the thing is, I tell him all the time. Rev sent me pictures of him like just ripped, tan, with he's
Never
he's
sent
bald.
you such. Stop it.
Listen, the guy,
A lot
the
of
guy
duck
looks
face
good.
selfies.
The guy looks good, dude. I have no shame to say that. Like I always bring up Vin Diesel. Oh, well, that's Vin Diesel. He's always looked that way. Like, bro, there are plenty of bald guys that are bald and they pull it off. I always said you're one of the guys that can pull it off. That's it.
Anyways.
Bro, you're not short. You're not bald. I mean, you're not fat. That's a trifecta. You just gotta avoid
See where your mind
2 out of the
went?
3.
Automatically, your mind already is declassifying bald people.
No, because it's the trifecta. It's the trifecta. It's bald, fat, and short. You gotta be at least not all. You can't be 2 out of the 3. You gotta only be
Just
1.
be one.
Yes,
That's true. That's
Yes.
true, though. You gotta
So-
have one.
If you're bald, you can't be fat and you can't be short, and you're neither of those. You're good. You're fine.
Okay. So.
And you got a beard.
Yeah.
You can grow a beard, so that's even better. Like if you couldn't grow a beard, you were short.
That'd be rough. That'd be rough.
Your face didn't
Erica,
look
no
good.
comment.
I think I hear what you guys are
It's
saying,
okay.
but like I think it is something to be mindful of for Rev. So I get it,
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but you guys are trying to help. I would say just listening. I don't think you're helping very much.
Oh, we're not helping. We've had this conversation
Yeah,
like
we're
19
definitely not
times.
helping. We're
Yeah,
definitely
we
not,
always
no.
we always come back to the hair.
That's funny. All right.
I'm very very bitter about it.
I mean,
The
we all
guys
have
at
that
work,
thing, I get a lot of white hairs. I dye my
You
hair,
do?
Just
Oh,
dye it.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
In the front,
Mother, how old are you?
She's
I'm
not saying.
old.
All right.
Guess how old? I thought you knew, Luca. Guess
That's
how old I am.
classified. Like one of those.
Mid
Is
30s.
any higher?
Higher than that.
Really? Wow, you look great. Let's see.
Erica
here.
doesn't age.
Let's see
I told you,
here.
huh?
Late 30s?
Uh-huh.
So what? 37, 38?
38.
Mhm.
38? Okay. Damn, you look.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Damn, you
I
look
would-
good. Wow.
Is that-
Thank
You
you.
look
I know
damn
I
good for 38.
I
Yeah,
do
you-
feel
you
like I
don't-
look young, but
The only reason I even said mid 30s is because I know you're in your 30s.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
Like if I had just seen you, I'd probably say 20s.
Yeah, I would
I
have
thought,
guessed
I
late
thought she was
20s.
32.
Yeah.
I do get that.
I
Yeah,
would have
I
never
get
thought
that.
38.
You look, yeah, girl, you look great. Okay, queen.
I've
Thank
seen-
you. I try.
I've seen pictures of Erica when she was younger. She was like a DJ or whatever, and she looks exactly the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just skinnier.
That's
If
crazy.
anything, I
What,
was just
what
skinnier.
nationality are you, Erica?
Mostly Mexican. I have some Native
I
American.
wouldn't have known that either.
I did one of those tests. You the
Heritage.
DNA thing.
Your
Not
heritage.
the,
Heritage.
the 23 and me.
Oh no! What? So what was in there? What was in there? What was in there?
The Native American, which I knew because my great grandma. But then there's like Scandinavian, some Asian, North Africa, like a bunch of stuff. But mostly it's like 60% Mexican, which I am. My family's Mexican, so
Yeah.
That's
yeah. A lot of people think I'm white. It's you know, it's just that thing.
Oh yeah, me too.
Finding out that you and Alex were not white, I was like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy that Alex
People,
is white.
people still
My
think me
God.
and Luca white. So
I get that a lot as well. It
I think
happens all the time.
Alex found out he's 1% Cuban. He's like, you know,
Yeah. He's a white boy.
Nah, Alex speaks like super fluent Spanish. I've spoken with him.
What is he? What is Alex?
He's Cuban.
Cuban.
I worked with a Cuban guy, and I thought he was a country boy. And then he started talking Spanish. I'm like, what the F? Like, he's
like,
super pale and everything.
Bro, I thought Big Cloud was white for almost until I seen him on camera.
I thought he was Latino, honestly, when I first
Really?
met him.
I thought he was white too.
Yeah, I thought he was
when
white.
he was
man.
just Ryan the professional.
Yeah.
Those days.
When Ryan started like getting on camera and stuff, I was around. I remember people in the chat every week. Bro, I thought you were white. Everyone.
Yeah. Blaze told me that you were black. I said, dude, he's lying. There's no way.
Yeah. Rev was like, there's no way.
Then I got
There's
on
no way.
camera on the show the
Bullshit.
first time before we went live. He's like, "Yep, I still can't get past that shit." I was like, "What? You
that's
being
crazy.
black?" We looked at the camera.
That's crazy.
There was someone
Well,
else, Black Bond. I thought he was white.
A lot of people thought Black Bomb was the way.
I don't know
I think
about
it's
that.
the voice, really, Big
His
Cloud.
voices. I know.
Yeah.
And also, honestly, you speak well, and this is not me trying to be racist or whatever, but like,
Oh,
no, listen, you hear it all the time, Luca. Like,
Yeah, I know, I did.
black folks tell other black folks, "Why do you talk white? I don't talk white. I just speak properly."
Sorry,
you know what I mean?
Luca. It's all right, Luca.
And-
Stall him out. Sorry.
And when people speak properly, common sense, Luca, he gets it all the time as well.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
It's like if you speak properly as a black person, people will assume you're white. It's
It's
not right.
Making me all emotional and shit.
It's also like based off where you grew up, right? So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I do use a lot of, and like, oh my god, like, you know, that kind of thing. I talk like that just because that's where I grew up. Like, that's how the people talk where I grew up. So I understand why people think I'm white. I get it. So
Yeah.
That's crazy, Erica. You look like you could be my damn daughter. And check this out. I've been years old
Yo,
for the
Eric,
past
here
20
we go.
years. Like, people have thought I've been 40 when I was in my mid-20s. Like, that's not even bullshit. I had a guy make me go get my ID, and I wasn't being carded. It was a coworker. He didn't believe me. He said, "Dude,
Wait, you
there
thought
is
you were
no-
older or
there
younger?
is no way you were 28 years old."
What, he thought you were older?
What do you think?
thought
He's
you
like,
were
"Dude,
older?
you're at least 40."
oh
They're
yeah,
getting
that's
up
rough.
like-
That's
Yikes.
rough.
I was like,
Rev,
"God, dude."
When
So
I was in high
just
school,
now getting to the point where I'm actually the age people think I am.
that's great. Because you don't look any different. No, because you don't look any different. You've looked that same age forever.
That's because
It-
I use mascara on my beard.
I was gonna say it could be the beard. When dudes have beards, they do look older. So it could have been that.
Damn, how old do I look? Curious.
Like 50.
I think you. Oh my God!
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
That's
Vic.
fucked,
Nah,
dude.
I'm
I
just
look
kidding.
good for 50.
Nah,
I'm
Ryan, you're
just giving you a
dead.
hard time.
Rip.
No, you don't look that old.
Yeah, I'd say 30.
Yeah, you look 30.
30, 35.
Yeah, 30.
You just say 35.
35?
God damn.
35 isn't old. You say that like 35 is old.
I'm not saying it's old. I'm just like
She's like
I was just
35.
surprised. I
God
think,
damn.
What, Brian, you're like a year older than me or something?
Exactly. I'm
Yeah.
29. I'm about to be 30 this year.
Because I feel like people look young these days. I mean, you say that about me, so I think in my mind, if you look young, you could still be like my age or like
Oh,
around
yeah,
my
that
age.
makes sense.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
God.
I just guess it.
Yeah, I
How
saw
old are
Jim-
you, Bit?
29.
He's 29.
29.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're
Yeah,
a
I'll be
baby.
30 this year.
How about
You're
that?
young.
How old are you,
Luca's
Luca?
young too.
Yeah, I just turned 29
28. Oh, no, 29,
or on Sunday.
That's right. That's right.
actually,
Yeah, I
so.
wish you a happy birthday.
Yeah,
Wow.
29.
It was your birthday recently, Luca?
Yeah, it was Sunday.
Damn, you look.
Oh.
I just can't believe this because, like, every time it's your birthday, I know I wish you a happy birthday, but, like, where were you?
You got rid of Twitter.
Oh.
that's why.
I'm
You got rid of
barely on Twitter these days, Lucario.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's true. I delete my Twitter every 3 weeks. So, yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to tag you the other day because I was shouting out the podcast. I'm like, oh, this is the best podcast. I'm like, where's Meds? You're
Yeah.
gone.
It's true. I don't see you on Twitter, so.
I'm in and out. The thing is, Luca, this is
sir.
advice I've taken from you,
Oh, okay,
my
sir.
friend. My friend.
Yes.
I don't know how to use Twitter, so I don't use it. Okay, Luca? you've roasted me in the
You don't know
past,
how to use Twitter.
Oh yeah.
you've roasted me in the past for and rightfully so, because I just let's just say that it's good that I don't use Twitter as much as I once did. It's good. It's good.
Yeah, I hear you, bro.
Yeah.
I hear you.
But yeah,
How
happy
old am
belated.
Mhm.
Come on, Chad. I don't look
32.
How old is Blaze?
He's 32.
I can tell you. But he'll
32?
tell you.
30. I'm 33, man.
32. Oh, you're 33. Oh, shit.
Looks young, acts young.
Yeah, you look young, Blaze.
Looks young, acts young. What do you mean?
Yeah. You're like a child.
Man,
Oh man.
You know what? Fuck you, man. No, but hey, fuck it. I'd rather, fuck it. Think I'm young.
Yeah. I'd rather look young.
I mean,
too.
you are young. 31, 32, whatever. You're not old.
Dude, but once you hit 30, bro, I started feeling weird, bro. I really did,
All
bro.
in
I'm
your head.
serious.
It's all in your head.
Dude.
And it's all that vaping you're doing, dude. You live with
Nah,
the
it's
dude.
I
it's
know.
really not in your head. I feel like shit, dude. Ever since that clock hit 30, I'm like, oh my god, I'm dying.
Me too, bro. I'm dying, dude. I'm definitely dying, bro. Yo, Chad, I just want to say this. I really appreciate y'all, but there's something wrong with me. I'll figure it out one day. These doctors are wrong.
We've talked about this. It's your lifestyle, dude. We sit, we eat trash, and we vape. Like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Both you guys vape?
To feel? You know what I mean? I've been smoking cigarettes at work, dude. Oh my god.
How do you
Really?
go? See, I can't do that, Rev.
Terrible.
How do you
I've been smoking
transition
them too.
vape?
I can't
I've been
have a
smoking
vape.
them too, man. I've been smoking them too.
Bro,
So
you could
bad for
you could easily hide a vape more than a cigarette, dude. What?
Nah, you can't have a vape, but you can have cigarettes. So they
That's
smoke.
so backwards,
I smoke.
bro.
I'm a social smoker.
Right.
You know how it goes. So I'm at like 6 a night, dude. Like that. I think that's what. How many in a pack? 20.
Damn,
20.
Yeah.
Man, that's a lot, brother.
that's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
That'll age you too. That's the bad thing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
One of the bad things. I should
Yeah.
say.
Appreciate that, Verge. Appreciate that. Yeah, listen, I love promoting the Sony shit. Well, listen, I'll go on my campaigns when it's necessary. I'll definitely stop posting the propaganda, but I need to have the content. I can't just be talking in Horizon's out, but I'm fucking playing Elder, But once God of War comes out, trust me, I'll be full.
Yeah.
Trust
And
me.
you still
When
ain't
the
gonna
actually good games come out, I got
and
you.
you still ain't gonna touch that Horizon.
I probably won't. Game's trash. What the fuck?
Damn, you said it out loud too. You said it with authority. Okay.
It's not trash. I just can't get into it, man.
I know.
can't.
Elden Ring.
It's
Let's face it.
okay,
Elden Ring
game.
changed all of
It's
us.
okay.
Let's keep it a buck.
Oh, that's right. You're not a Horizon fan, Eric. I forgot.
Yeah.
It was good.
I don't
It's
know.
good.
She
For
actually
you.
Say it
roasted
with your-
Horizon.
Say
She
it with your
roasted it on
chest,
Twitter.
okay? Horizon
Yo,
Zero Dawn
listen.
is
Well, the
boring
thing
as
is,
fuck.
like-
Yo,
Whoa, say that again.
it
Say that again.
dragged.
Horizon
dragged.
Zero Dawn is boring as fuck.
Luca, I'll do you one better. I think that the entire notion of Horizon as a franchise being good is an entire enormous conspiracy. I don't believe you people. That game is boring as shit. Everybody I talk to says the same exact shit. Blaze says it's boring. Erica says it's boring. Lucas says it's boring. It's boring.
It's
I didn't say
very
boring
beautiful.
shit. Don't put words in
It's
my
a
mouth.
gorgeous
Beautiful.
game.
It's beautiful, but yeah,
graphically, it's amazing.
story,
Aesthetics, it looks amazing. It's not doing anything new with part
It
two.
just
Nothing
dragged
over the
for me.
top.
The
aside
first
from
one
graphical.
dragged.
It looks really
Bad.
like Horizon Forbidden West looks insane. It really
It does.
does. You know.
It really does.
But what
Yeah,
are we looking
yeah.
at? We're looking at refinement. You know what I'm saying? That's all we're really looking
Well,
at.
yeah,
at
but
this
it's
point.
like you're
That's it.
refining on something that was already amazing. Like
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
game
saying.
looks insane, especially compared to some other stuff that's out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, that's facts.
And that's Guerrilla's MO. Guerrilla's games always look better than they played. That's how it is. Killzone
I feel
always
like
looked
the
amazing
gameplay's
for the
good
time.
too. In
Gameplay
Horizon,
is
the
better
gameplay is
than the
super
first.
fluid and smooth.
you know, style over substance, baby.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
I think in
cool,
her-
but
I think in Horizon, I think people just don't like Aloy. I think Aloy is not
I was
relatable.
gonna say Aloy is just
I
kind
definitely
of
don't.
I don't have
Middle of the
any
road.
positive feelings towards her. No.
Ailey's definitely mid.
Well, I'm glad it's not just me.
Oh no, a lot of people
And-
feel this
Listen,
way.
and I hate to say this, I'll probably end up getting canceled for this, whatever, right? Listen, I was talking to All Day about this, and I told him, I was like, if Aloy was more conventionally attractive, I would probably give this game a chance. 'Cause
Wow.
Oh.
Yep.
You
Yep.
know
With that,
what?
Blaze, that's facs.
It's
It's
true.
absolute facts.
It's
She's
true.
not pretty.
It's
Yeah.
true.
I don't think she looks good at all.
Yeah, I don't really.
She
like,
looks kind of
think
dudeish
she's-
almost.
Yeah, I just
Wow.
and the crazy thing is the actor, like the one they modeled her face off of. She's beautiful. Like she's pretty. She's a pretty girl. And I feel like they like deliberately just make them just like we're gonna just like go ahead and tweak this.
Luca,
Last of Us 2, anybody?
Yeah, they made the women in Last of Us 2 ugly. They do it on purpose. They do it on
They
purpose.
The actual woman who plays Abby, like the actual model, looks better than the.
She looks good, and then like the chick who played Dina, like
Dina.
She was reacting.
Yeah.
She was reacting to herself, and it's like they
gave her Blaze's nose.
Like, well, I know they made her breast smaller.
No, that's her real.
Smaller.
Yeah, they did make her breast smaller. That's
and I was just like, how? Like, why would they? Like, listen, I'm just saying. I feel
and Ellie
like...
got uglier too. Ellie got much uglier, bro. She was like this cute little.
Thank you, Blaze. I've been saying that since the beginning.
Like for me personally, it's just a personal thing. Like this entire concept, and I am a feminist. I am a feminist. Okay, I am. Let me say that. But like this entire concept that it's like we got to make women more relatable and realistic, dude. I know hot women in real life, so you don't have to do that. Like they exist. Yeah. Please just continue making beautiful women in games and hot guys in games. I'm not trying. I've gone on spiels about this.
And also,
like,
Luca, there's also hot women who are not all, not all hot women are damsels in distress that need saving. Like there's some badass, good-looking women out there, and it's like they want to propagate this. This agenda of, we want to make powerful female characters, but we don't want to sexualize them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that per se. Like,
it's
I'm not saying
even, like not even sexual. They deliberately are, in my opinion, just based off what I've seen. But I feel like they're deliberately just making them less conventionally attractive in order to appeal to a certain demographic of people. And that demographic of people is not me. Stop making your women ugly, please.
Not me either.
Right.
They're nerfing them, basically.
Yeah,
I like that. I'm so happy you guys are coming on and saying this.
Yeah,
shit,
I can't even believe. I can't even.
Me either.
I tweeted about it. I remember when they first showed Last of Us 2. I was like, Ellie looks weird, and people are like, "Oh, Erica, she grew up. Erica, it's because she grew up."
It's a rough environment, Erica. What do you expect?
Yeah,
she's like 23 and looks like a 38 2-pack a day smoker.
Yeah, Ref. Remember how they downgraded Chloe from Uncharted?
You see what bothers me though?
Lost Legacy.
No, you just
Uncharted
the
2.
environment.
No, from Uncharted 2 to 3.
Dude, the fucking guy, you're making the video game. You dictate how this person looks. I don't want to hear the environment or it's you're making the video game, the art direction. Like you dictate that shit. I don't want to hear it's a zombie, so they got to be fucking ugly. That's ridiculous, man. So ridiculous, bro.
I actually think Dina was kind of cute. I know I'm in the minority there. Like.
She's cute, but her real life, though.
Super cute in real life, but like her actor was still kind of cute to me. Ellie looked atrocious.
Yeah, they ruined
it.
I just think it's a travesty, personally. I'm not trying to play as some ugly women, bro. I'm just not trying to.
I mean, like you said earlier, Luca, you create a character because you want something nice to look at.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're bringing up Bayonetta, which is true. She looks good, but
you ain't gonna relate to them like that because you're such a baddie. You're like, I don't know these chicks. They ain't me.
Yeah, right. They're excluding hot female gamers. Like, what? Hot female gamers want to be represented too. Come on,
Luca needs to be represented.
Thank you.
Just like you guys said, why would you create an ugly version of anything? Like you're gonna make the best possible version.
I don't get it. Like,
we don't want them to focus on that. We want them to focus on the gameplay and the story and the substance.
I'm not trying to be mean. I feel like people who have that mentality are also just not conventionally attractive. So that's what they want to see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe, but I don't really get that mentality.
I think it may be a jealousy.
Right. Think about a romance movie with two ugly people. Who wants to watch
No,
this?
thank you.
Yo.
Think about the Notebook.
You're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. You're not wrong.
With an ugly dude and an ugly chick. It's like that movie wouldn't have had near the same impact.
That's true. You're right.
You can't sympathize with them. It's like you're hideous.
Bro, there's no like hideous like leading actresses or actors. Like this is not how the world works. Or news anchors, they're not hideous. Like maybe they're not super attractive, but they're not hideous.
And it's like I was talking to All Day about this as well. I was like, I feel like someone went up to Amy Schumer and was just like, "You are not conventionally attractive. Therefore, you should go for the funny route. You should do the funny stuff." And like somehow it's worked for her because she is not funny. So I don't know.
She's also a joke thief.
Super
Yes,
impressed, guys.
Yeah.
Super
I
impressed.
don't think she's funny either.
Should I take this as a compliment in the chat?
Go.
Wall says Dina was funny, looking cute, like Erica, which surpasses regular cute.
What?
What does that
Wow.
mean?
That is
Funny-looking
not.
cute.
That does not come off as a compliment, buddy. I'm just letting you know that.
I understand what he's saying, but I have no comment
Even-
aside from
even
that.
if
What does he say? No,
Oh.
explain it, Med.
What's he
Dissect it
saying?
for us.
I'm,
What
I'm
is
like
funny
not.
looking
Am I
cute?
not conventionally
I mean-
cute? I guess.
I mean, I like, for example, there's some
That's false,
things
by the way.
that maybe some people would think is a flaw that I think is cute. Like
Like what?
I don't know, like
my
if
bad
a, wo-
vision.
if a woman has like I don't,
Glasses?
like if a woman has like a crooked tooth or something, like sometimes it's cute. Like sometimes it's awful and it's gross and I don't want to look at it, but sometimes it's cute. I don't know.
I see what
Like,
you're saying. Like, remember,
little
Fabulous,
imperfections, they're
Fabulous
cute.
left his chipped tooth forever because.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
I see.
somebody
Or like,
I know.
or like a girl has like a
It's probably
mole
my
or
nose.
something, or you know, like certain
Yeah, Ronda
imperfections
Rousey. Yeah.
are cute. You know.
Yeah.
Erica, I think you're beautiful. I'm just once again reiterating. That.
I concur.
That's all
Oh,
about-
thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
we all think that, Erica. You're fun.
Aw.
Glasses and all.
I'll take it as a compliment then. Who was that? Wall?
Yeah, you're
Something,
goofy looking
No,
cute,
I
Erica.
think
I'm goofy looking cute.
I think he meant it as a compliment, but it just
I think
so,
too.
like that's not the it's not the socially acceptable way to phrase it.
It's
That's,
a different.
Right.
I've never heard that before, so I was like, let me read this.
Don't worry, Erica. I'm always gonna be the biggest elephant in the room if you get the hint. All right. So yeah, it's 11:30 though, guys. 11:40.
Yeah, we've been.
Yeah, let's wrap it, dude.
Let's
time
go, man.
flew.
Yeah, it's time to go.
Dude, this is what I'm talking about. Usually I would have noticed time, but I didn't. So that's just shows you. And always, half into the podcast always ends up being the best podcast because the gaming topics are boring and stupid. Anyway,
they are. I agree with that. I think they're boring.
You know, I don't want. Sometimes I want to talk about this shit, but it's like, dude, I didn't have the nerve to bring up. I had some notes and I just disregarded them. But anyway, can we start off with the guest, Luca? Thank you for showing up. Thank you so much.
Sure, yeah, for sure. Thanks for having me. Like I said, you guys can find me on Twitter at the Ashton Luca. My DMs are open. If you want to talk or whatever. And then I have a YouTube channel at the Ashton Luca, and I run a podcast called Scumcast. It's every Saturday at 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Standard Time. The first half of the show we go over the gaming stuff, and then the second half we usually deviate and talk about like stuff that's happening in the actual real world or whatever. And then I also do a series of one-off videos where I'll be discussing like certain things that pop up throughout the week, or just having general conversations with my chat, stuff like that. So thanks again for having me. It was a lot of fun.
You're welcome, Erica.
Yeah, awesome podcast. The time flew. I just looked at the clock like, wow, that really went by fast. I always love coming on here. I love hanging out with you guys, Luca as well. I do from time to time get comments like, "Hey Erica, I found you because of SolidCast,"
What?
and it's really awesome. Yeah, whenever I was on back in the day or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
people
that's
tell me
right.
that.
That's right.
And it's awesome. So maybe that'll happen again. So if you want to find me, Erica's for the win on YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. I do have a bi-weekly podcast, which will be this Saturday. It's mostly gaming. Sometimes we go into the topics of like what it's like to be a YouTuber or a streamer. Like we'll get into like different kind of topics, but it's usually gaming related. So if you're interested in that, find me there. And yeah, thanks for having me. It was fun.
You're welcome. Jay Medina with a small peanut.
Anywho, yeah, great show tonight. Actually, I'm really glad that Luca and Eric came through. You guys add a whole different dynamic, and
Yep.
I really enjoyed it.
This short day.
And you guys know this already by now, but you guys are like my two favorite ladies in the community, so
Oh,
really
I
appreciate you guys
appreciate
coming
you.
through. Yeah, for sure. I sent you something too, Luca, a little while ago. You should check your phone.
Yeah, I know you don't check your Twitter, but yeah, I said thank you.
On Twitter. Yeah, I have notifications off. I'm sorry.
You know what? I can just text you. I forgot.
Yeah,
have your
you
number.
got mine.
I forgot
Yeah.
I had your number.
There you go. You don't text, you don't call. Anywho,
You don't text or call either. What you talking about?
You know what? You're right. You're right. But yeah, I appreciate you ladies pulling up, and I hope we can make this a repeat occurrence in the future. And good night, everybody. Thanks for coming through.
Bito Cloudo.
Yeah, show was fire. Shout out to Luca. You already know. It's my sister right there. Make sure you guys
Yes,
check
sir.
out Scumcast, support her. And of course, Miss Erica Cuts. or should we call her Mama Cuts? Shout out
Mama
to you.
Cuts. Yeah.
Good to talk to you as always. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm very happy for you and Kenyon. So it's gonna be awesome to see what you guys do going forward. Guys, hit that like button. First of all, let's go ahead and hit that like button. And second, if you guys want to follow me, Spit Cloud Gaming, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. You guys can find me, Blaze, over there, RGD Podcast, Fridays, every Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Got a lot of big guests coming through. Hopefully, if everything goes right, because I was talking to Jeff Keeley, so we might have him on next month. So,
Ooh,
Oh, wow.
really?
Okay.
Ooh.
yes, sir.
Okay.
A lot going on. So, yeah, we have a lot we're doing. So, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be an interesting year. I'm just say that. And I'll talk about the other stuff off there.
Big Cloud. I need you to ask him why he left me on red.
What now?
I sent him a message about getting Elden Ring. The man didn't even read my damn. Yeah, he didn't even read it. Actually, he didn't read it.
Hit me up after. I got check.
Rev, say
Nah,
peace
I got a
out
lot
to the
of-
people, man. Just
Trust
say
me,
peace
I got
out.
No,
You ain't
no,
gonna say bye to the people, right?
ladies, it has
There you go.
been entertaining.
Little man, what's up? Yo, he got, bro, that last picture you posted, the recent, like where he was doing his bicep, dude, that shit shocked
It
me.
was very
He had
cool.
a pump and a half.
Because
dude.
I remember because I've
Oh,
seen your videos
shit.
before Rev, and it's like, yeah, I remember him being like just a little kid just sitting there, you know, like that's really cool. It's cool to see him
Bro,
growing
he's
up.
got some
Yeah,
fucking heat.
He's shooting
I'm
up.
telling you, you should put him in sports, man, wrestling or something. Let him go out.
I put him in
Mhm.
wrestling. He don't like it. So I'm not gonna make my kids do shit they don't want to do.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I mean?
yeah,
I mean,
Chad,
it's not
not even,
like sports
football?
stuff like
Not-
that. You know what
Not
I mean?
even football though. He didn't like football.
I'm not gonna force him.
No, I'm saying that
If
he
they
didn't
don't wanna
like
do
it.
it-
He didn't like it. I'm saying.
No.
Oh wow.
He's got no interest. He just wants to lift weights.
No, I'm stuff.
that's it.
So I mean, at least he wants to do that, right?
Facts.
Yeah.
Everything come natural, you know.
Yeah, chat, appreciate it. Thank you, my special guests, my souls family. Yeah, we'll be here every Wednesday. Listen, I'm gonna try to be consistent with it. Next Wednesday, we'll be on it. Different guests, same time. Other than that, thank you for showing up. We had it was a nice big crowd. I like seeing improvements. I like seeing growth. If I don't see growth, I kind of get I don't I get discouraged. But other than that, guys, thank you for showing up. Thank you for the support. And we'll holler at you next week. Peace. I can't believe it's